All right, welcome one and all to the Deepfall Breach Mega Dungeon Adventure Session 1. Now, we've got a little bit of flavor text to lead us in here. Let me post this picture. A nameless chapel stands on the precipice of Deepfall Breach. Its ancient stone walls have withstood the ravages of time, weather, and calamity. Yet the stained glass windows lie shattered, and the heavy oaken doors creak on rusted hinges. From the depths of the breach, a baleful red glow seeps upward, casting an eerie light. Inside the chapel is but a shadow of its former self. Rotting pews, heaps of refuse, and tattered tapestries depicting long-forgotten battles fill the space. Flickering candles offer a meager glow, while fragrant smoke rises from incense burners. A large desk against the far wall is etched with a maze of chaotic markings. "Maddening, isn't it?" You hear a gruff, weathered voice rumble from the shadows, followed by a hunched figure in the dim light. Silver streaks the coal-black fur of a wolfkin draped in tattered robes. He leans heavily on a formidable weapon, topped with a clenched steel fist. Scars crisscross his lupine features, and a stone sphere replaces his left eye. "The breach," he says, nodding towards the desk cluttered with labyrinthine maps. "A treacherous place to chart, filled with peril at every turn. I am Stonegaze, but you may call me Engulfer. Have you come to delve into the breach? There's good to be done, justice to be served, and riches to be claimed, if ye have the courage." Let me have Ernaxia give me a Myths and Legends roll. Do you want to push that?
You know what? Let's.
Sweet.
You know what's the worst that can happen? There you go.
Not that.
Thanks.
So you know that you have heard speak of a fearsome warrior and famed hunter of demons named Engulfer, not some old hermit priest. But perhaps Stonegaze was not always the guardian of Deepfall Breach. In his former life, he was known as Engulfer, a relentless hunter of demons, whose mighty mace, Fiendbreaker, claimed the lives of countless infernal creatures. His tireless crusade eventually led him to the Misty Vale, where he now resides in an abandoned, nameless chapel, keeping a vigilant watch over Deepfall Breach with the aid of his enchanted eye. "So you have come to the breach. What, pray tell, do you expect to find?"
My order is sent me here to find a sword of great legend and import to us.
"Do you know the name of this sword?"
It is known by many names, but most commonly it is called Shadowbane.
"I have heard of such a blade, but only in rumor and myth. If it is to be found anywhere in this forsaken land, it will be found in the breach. Once, long ago, there was a temple to the Knights of the Immaculate Flame upon this very spot. But Sathmog, the demon lord, rent the earth with his great spear, sending the temple and its inhabitants down deep into the earth. It is said that the temple was built upon the ruins of countless ages past, and now they are open. Shadowbane must surely lie deep within. What sends you?" And he looks at Sly. "What sends you and your kind into the breach?"
I seek not item or treasure, but rather challenge. And I seek something that might challenge strength and my resolve.
"You will find challenge enough. And fear not, for if you do not find it, it shall find you. And you, worshipper of the gods, servant of the gods, Gor-Nakh, what brings you into the breach?
Service to the gods, of course. I wish to put the many undead I've heard are in the breach to rest, and perhaps, find some legendary weaponry there.
Many is not the correct word. A multitude of undead prowls those restless halls. You will find what you seek. And you, young thief, what seek you in the breach?
Well, most certainly I seek money, treasures and riches.
That will be found. Gold bearing the faces of kings long forgotten, and items of such magic that few here in the lands above the earth would even contemplate their usefulness. There are things forgotten to time that have been opened in the breach. They will be within your reach, if you but have the courage. And you, Atropos, what brings you into the breach?
I come to cleanse the halls of darkness, remove demon and unnatural beings.
As this breach was made by the spear of the demon lord himself, you will not be disappointed. Ingolfer reaches into his pockets and pulls out a bronze key. It's dangling from a simple leather strap. There is a path. I will show you. A gate that is locked. This key will open the gate. Lock the gate as you enter, so that what dwells inside may not find its way to the surface.
It seems...
Yes, speak up.
It seems, Ringolf, that whatever we seek is found in the breach. What wouldn't have been found in the breach had we enumerated it upon what we seek?
Anything imaginable can be found in there. I have but studied small portions, as adventurers like unto yourselves come here, speaking boastful tales of their accomplishments, enter into the breach, and then only but a scant few return, recalling the horrors that they find. I mark them down to keep a record as best I can. I trust you will do the same, those of you that make it back to the surface. There are halls uncounted, paths undiscovered, areas that have not seen the sight of man or beast in countless generations. Places where only the dead walk and demons frolic under the watchful gaze of Sathbog's influence. It is said that perhaps even the demon lord himself, part of his essence, may dwell within. I trust you will return with great treasure, great experience, and a tale or two to tell Ingolfer. I am far too old to venture into the breach, and so I must rely upon you to be my eyes and my ears. As such, I make you a promise. Return to me from time to time, if you need. Bring maps, bring knowledge, and I will afford you a place to rest here. But be warned, the breach is restless. Perhaps you clear an area of the foulness that resides there, it is but a scant bit of time before something else takes its place. Yes, the greatest treasure are the friendships that you will make along the way. And perhaps one day I may join you for your greatest adventure. But I have spoken enough. If you are prepared, if you have what you need, go now into the breach. There are a few items here left by those who said they would return for them, and never have. If you need to avail yourself of any of their possessions, I do not concern myself that they will return for them. They are yours to be had. May they serve you better than they served their former masters. And he's got a few piles of rope and arrows and backpack and water flasks and most of the kind of the mundane common items from the book you would be able to find here if you need to provision anything before you head in.
Does anyone have any bandages? I suspect one or more of us may take wounds.
I don't think we have bandages, but I bet Gor-Nakh could grab some. In fact, I can put some on Gor-Nakh's.
That would be helpful.
That would definitely. In fact, I could just spend the silver and say I got some or something.
Well,
I've
he's got plenty here that have been left. So anything that's kind of common, mundane items, something that's not super expensive. He doesn't have any weapons or armor beyond like starting equipment, but things like bandages, rope, torches, rations, he's got stuff like that.
Take a rope.
Yeah. I can put a rope on your character. Perfect. Anything else anyone wants? You're welcome to go to under the journal. You can go under the Dragonbane rules. There will be gear, section 6. That will have all of the stuff there. If there's anything that you think you might need that we'll say costs less than a gold, you would be able to find it. So you wouldn't find a lantern, but you might find an oil lamp, or you would find torches and candles and things like that. Bandages, absolutely. You would be able to find an herbal concoction that costs 1 gold. That it gives you a boon on healing rolls to resist disease. There would be there's no backpacks. Backpacks have been taken. There are bottles that you could put liquid into, or like a clay jug if you need to put liquids into it. Tool-wise, you could find like needle thread, hammer, things like that. Let's see, under trade goods.
Sly does not have a ranged weapon, just a a broadsword.
He would
A
likely
ranged
have a
weapon would be
sling. Yeah, you could get a sling for sure. So
Okay.
I can, if you need, I can put that on Sly.
I got it.
Okay.
Would he have sleeping furs, or that might be a gold? I'm not sure.
He would have blankets for sure. If sleeping furs are a gold, anything that's a gold or less, he would have.
It is 1 gold.
Yeah, so he would have sleeping furs. I figure we're going to need some things because it's... So some of you have gone through like about half of the first level, and it was a little tough. So I'm going to make this, especially since we are brand new adventurers, we'll make this kind of as easy as we can within reason.
I picked up a blanket as well as a sling.
Perfect. Any other trade goods? Yeah, blankets would be available. Rations for sure. He would not have a grappling hook. Simple lockpicks, if our thief does not have those, there would be a set of simple lockpicks.
Well, I do not have those.
There would be chalk, paper, parchment. If you need lamp oil, and an oil lamp would be available. Flint and tinder, tallow candles, plenty of candles, and torches.
I wonder if some sort of a bottle might be useful. If we might find something to put into the bottle that we might throw, like a oil, like a burning oil or something like that.
Yeah, let me give you a bottle.
Got it.
And you could fill those with with oil. If you wanted to have one empty in case you find something you need to take with you that's liquid or what have you.
Yep.
I take an
Sorry.
extra torch.
Yeah, absolutely. Can grab an extra torch. Get that for you.
Where do I get a machine gun? That could come in handy.
That could come in handy. He's fresh out. He just gave away the last one. Anything else that we need?
I know what Sly can use that bottle for.
Put some scent in there.
Yep.
Careful, that means someone ahead of us with a machine gun.
Right? And if they've been made undead, oh boy. All right, are we ready to go into the breach?
Let's do this.
So, and I am going to start us from a different point than the others that have been in some of these rooms started. So this will be maybe a little disorienting. Who has a light source?
Sly does have a torch.
Do you want to have your torch lit?
Yeah, let me put my... That. Yes, I will equip my torch and we can light it.
I have a trick. I can light my weapon for a stretch.
Perfect. I don't know why.
Or a shift, not a stretch.
As you come down this hallway, Gor-Nakh casts holy light. Let me put light on Gor-Nakh.
As everyone is getting their torches lit, I would like to look for traps in this hallway.
Yeah, as you peer through the hallway. So the hallways in this section of the dungeon, the ceilings are about 2.5 meters high, which is about 7-8 feet, and the rooms are going to be a little taller. Basically, the rooms will be 4 meters high. I don't think we have anyone that casts pillar, but in case that ever comes into play, rooms will be about 4 meters high. The hallways are of hewn stone. These have been carved, and you do not see any traps, but here ahead you see a door.
Somebody want to listen at the door.
That would be a spot hidden roll at the door.
Somebody other than Sly.
I will press my ear up against the door.
Yeah, give me a spot
listen.
hidden roll. All you hear is your beating heart, the stillness of your breath, and silence.
Well, I can't hear anything in there. Sly, perhaps you should try the door.
Okay. Up there.
If you click
Is
on
there
the
a
door,
handle or latch?
there is a latch, and it looks like it pushes inward. If you click on that door icon, does it open the door for you? I think I have the permission set for that. Yeah. So inside this room, before you step in, let me tell you what you see. You enter a large, dimly lit chamber. The air is heavy with a faint smell of dust and metal. Before you lies a vast floor made up of square tiles, each depicting a variety of creatures, dragons, wolves, demons, and more, meticulously carved into the stone. The tiles form a grid, 3 tiles wide and 7 tiles long, and stretch across the room. Beyond the tiled floor is a small blank area of stone leading up to a sturdy door. To the north and south, the room expands in either direction, where 4 half-circle alcoves occupy each corner of the chamber. Within each alcove, towering suits of plate mail armor stand silently. Those are the symbols with the little star. Each suit clutches a great sword, the tip of the blade resting against the stone floor. The armor bears a sigil that resembles a dragon emblazoned across their chest. Someone has a weird light on. Let me Let me see if I can fix whatever that light is that is making it washed out here. I'm not sure. Yeah, why is that so washed out? Let me see if I can get this to correct itself. Does it look washed out for you guys, or is it just me?
Oh yeah. No, it looks weird.
Yeah.
I thought that was part of the ambiance.
No. So it's somebody's light is weird. Let me turn off everybody's lights. See who's doing it. Just get this. Oh, so hang on. Okay, there we go. So on your token, don't do the little flame. There's a macro that you can use for light that might work better. If you go to, it's the Compendium Packs. It looks like a book. There'll be one that says custom macros.
I just added it. It's just the custom macros, and you drag it down onto your hotbar.
Drag it down to your hotbar where you got like the numbers 1 through 0, and just drag it into one of those squares. And then you can click on your token, click on that macro, and then select like torch, and then it will apply. Oh, see, that did it. Okay, so yeah. What the heck? Let me turn off. Why does that look so weird? Okay, there we go. That looks better. Okay, I don't know why that was doing that. Gor-Nakh, you have a light. Let me get your magic light on there. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Does that look better to you guys?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because that was driving me nuts. I'm like, this is not what it's supposed to look like. Okay, right there. Gor-Nakh, you stepped onto a tile. Let me just see. You stepped onto a dragon tile. As you step onto that tile, the tile sinks into the ground slightly.
Looks like everyone else backed up.
Yes.
If you like, okay, and we've got someone just Atropos stepped onto a wolf tile.
And nothing changes?
No, the same thing. It sinks down slightly, but nothing has changed.
So what if I...
So do you step on that same tile?
Yep.
Okay, as you step on that tile, you see one of these statues up in the corner begins to slowly move. And as it moves, I'm going to drag us into initiative. So if you go to the crossed swords, you will be able to draw your initiative card. Do you see where to do that? There we go. Perfect. Ernaxia, you are first. You hear a click as the I forget what tile that. Let me just move you off the tile, see what that was. As the wolf tile is stepped on for the second time, you hear a click and then the grinding of metal as this enchanted suit of armor begins to step off of its pedestal. Do you want to switch your turn with anyone, Ernaxia, or do you want to take a turn?
I think. I mean, I'll go as deep in the order as I can. So I'd switch with Atropos if he wants to, or if not, then go to Gor-Nakh or whatever. There's no reason for me to be here.
Let's switch you with Atropos. Atropos, you're up first.
Awesome. So this enchanted armor, has it made any movements towards us, or we just see it
It's kind of coming to life. Its turn is next. It goes next in the initiative order. That's when it's likely going to move.
All right. Well, Atropos would be proactive in this sort of situation, so I'm going to charge towards it.
Okay.
And
Where do you step? Okay, so do you step over the raven, or do you step onto the dragon that Gor-Nakh is on?
I would step on the raven.
Okay, it depresses in. You hear a click, but nothing else happens. Continue.
And I'm going to take a swing, see what happens.
So you can target the armor, hover over him, push the letter T, it will target him. And then you can, you should get the little HUD down on the bottom left corner. It should show your character and your weapon attacks. You can just click on like your broadsword and it will pull up the other bar that asks if there's anything to add to that. There is not, and make your roll. Excellent. Roll damage. You can do that from the chat bar. Nice. Your broadsword clangs off of the creature. Its plate armor blocks more than half of that blow, but it does seem like it staggers it somewhat. The armor will go next. It swings a great sword down at you. It is going to slash at you with a brutal strike. That is a hit. If you have, I don't think you have, what is your heroic ability? You have, you're a knight, I think. Yep, so you have guardian. That will help you if someone else near you is getting attacked. That does not help you now. You are going to get for 12 damage. Okay, let me inflict that on you. Your armor will block a good chunk of that. You only take 4. Your armor blocked 8 of that. Sly, your turn.
Okay, Sly will up to the raven.
Okay, you click on the raven, which has been stepped on, and you see this statue up here begin to
goodness.
move.
Okay. Okay, guys, I think I see the pattern. Sly will hop over here,
Okay.
step up, and that, and that.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
So you rolled your skill, not your weapon, so you'll have to go and roll your weapon damage.
Okay, say it again.
So
You do it in inventory?
No. Well, you can do it from your main screen. It'll show your weapons. And you just click on broadsword.
Okay,
So
got
your
it.
broadsword does 2d6, plus you'll do 1d4 strength. So you can, down on the bottom right hand, you can click on the little 6-sided die to square one twice, then click the triangle once, and then hit roll, and it will roll the damage.
Got it. Okay.
Perfect. So that does 10. He's got, let me see, his armor is 6, so he'll take 4 damage. Perfect.
Got it.
Excellent. Is it Theoline or Theoline? How do you pronounce it?
Theoline, I think.
Theoline, your turn.
Well, I believe this wolf has already been stepped on. Could I leap a square over to the scorpion?
If you want to leap, that would be an acrobatics roll.
I will attempt to jump over the square.
Excellent. The scorpion has not been stepped on. You land on it, it sinks in. Go ahead.
All right. I am going to then step on this dragon tile and up here.
So has the dragon. Dragon has been stepped on in a different place. That's going to cause this one to become active. Okay, and you can continue.
All right, then I will
Can you
pull out
backstab?
my. Yes, I pull out my dagger and I will use backstab. And hopefully, I find the weak spot,
Nice.
and then I roll that, and I'll add a d8 to that. So 12 damage, and his armor will not protect him.
Ooh, that will make him go splat. He is not dead, but he is badly wounded. And have you got any movement left?
No, I will just stay here.
Okay. All right. Gor-Nakh.
Alrighty. Well, you guys have done pretty good to corner this guy. Can I move diagonally here, or would I have to step?
Nope. You could move around that corner, knowing that you don't want to step on that raven. That will take an evade roll.
Oh yeah, true. Well, I was kind of gonna hit him, but I didn't want to. You can't end your turn on top of somebody,
Right.
right?
So you could hit him and then move away, and if you
Alright,
kill
yeah,
him,
that's-
then you don't have to make an evade roll.
Right. Well.
Nice.
Nice.
You bring your hammer down, and he takes 2 points. Now give me that evade roll. Ooh, he gets a hit. Do you push it?
It's a little early, but yeah, I think I probably will. I'm so sure that would work.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So then, Ernaxia.
All right. Have they been calling out where they stepped on as they went, or?
You,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
You probably
Dragon
have not
spawned
heard.
2 of them,
Okay.
but yeah.
So Dragon has been stepped on. Dragon, Wolf, Scorpion, Crow have been stepped on.
And the other dragon.
And
Yeah.
another dragon, and I think Wolf was stepped on twice.
All right. So that was one. Make sure what my movement is. 12. Okay, so I have 5 more. I'm gonna go demon.
When you step on a
Ramp.
demon, that activates. So the demons are the only ones that you cannot step on. So now that you've activated all the knights, I'll tell you what the answer to the riddle was. So, to safely cross the floor, you must step on each creature only once, avoiding the demons entirely. If you step on the same animal twice, one of the suits of armor animates and attacks. Stepping on a demon causes 2 suits of armor to come to life. The armor can move freely across the puzzle floor, but the puzzle remains active during combat, potentially triggering additional suits. And then there's a couple solutions that are possible, but you don't need to worry now because you got everybody active. So go ahead and finish your turn, Ernaxia.
All right. Well, I mean, having accomplished what I was looking for, which is, of course, to activate all of them.
Well done.
I'm just gonna go straight across here
Perfect.
and try to aid my friends with a slingstone. And fail miserably. I will not push.
Okay, well, let's go to the next round. Enchanted armor. And step up and swing a great sword at Ernaxia. You will have the option to evade or parry this. Ooh. You evade or parry? Excellent. So you can move 1 square. That will cost
Yep.
your action. This guy's movement is 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And Atropos will get targeted. And he is going to find the weak spot on Atropos. So he will get a Bane on this roll, but if he succeeds, it will ignore your armor. And he failed.
Nice. Nice.
Sly, you're up next.
All right. I'm going to swing my broadsword as hard as I can.
Nice.
Nice.
This guy is going to have to evade, otherwise he will go down. So let me give him Actually, he's going to parry. Let me give him a parry roll here. It'll cost him his turn. So he successfully parries, but you do 13 damage, and his great sword's durability is 15, so it doesn't damage his sword, but he blocks that blow, but that does cost him his action for the round. If you want to move, you can move away from him, but you'll need to make an evade roll to get away.
Nope, I'm right here. Hopefully he engages with me.
Perfect. Gor-Nakh, you've got a enchanted armor coming in hot on you, swinging the great sword. It will slash at you. That's a hit. Do you want to parry or evade?
Ooh,
Or take the hit?
I think that is a great sword. So
Yeah, it's
I could
1d12.
definitely. Yeah, I think I'll try to evade.
Okay. You got it. You can move 1 square. Okay. Ernaxia used your action to evade. Atropos.
I'm going to try and finish off the already wounded armor in front of me.
And he cannot parry or evade, so he is a sitting duck.
Good idea.
That's how I like him.
That is a miss. Do you want to push that roll? If you do, you'll choose one of those conditions. Pro tip, don't take exhausted, because that will affect all of your strength-related rolls, which are your weapon rolls. Disheartened's probably a good one to start with, and then you can re-roll that, or you can just take the fail.
Seeing as how it's already used its action, I think I'll just take the fail.
Okay. Then your blow, maybe you strike the wall and chips of stone break out from the wall where your broadsword strikes. Gor-Nakh, you used your action. Theoline.
Alright, I will once again stab this suit of armor. Finding the weak spot. Oh.
Ooh, that is a demon.
Oh.
Expose yourself
that's
to
not
the
a
enemy
spot.
yeah, who gets a free attack. Alright, let's see what his free attack is and target you. That is a hit. You get slashed for 11 damage. I'll let you apply that after you reduce it for your armor.
I do not have any armor.
Doesn't backstab give you a boon on your attack?
I wasn't using
Yeah,
backstab.
he was just finding the weak spot.
Okay.
The enchanted armor, he used his turn to parry, so then we go to the next round. Oh, he goes again. Okay. I'll roll a 3-sided die. 1 is Sly, 2 is Theoline, 3 is Atropos. Atropos, he's coming at you. And that is a miss. Enchanted armor number 2. He is going after Gor-Nakh. He's going to find the weak spot on Gor-Nakh. Yes, he does. Do you parry or evade?
Ooh. Yeah, I'll evade again.
Otherwise, that's a great sword with no armor.
Yeah. I mean, I only have studded leather. It's 2 armor, so not too worried. Oh dear.
Ooh,
oh, okay,
no,
good.
no, ones are good.
Yeah, I see the improvement roll in my heart. Just
Nice. Evade succeeds with the dragon, so you can move 1 square.
right.
Nice. Atropos.
Right. Filled with anger his failed attempt, I'm going to strike again at this armor in front of me.
That is a demon. Click on the mishap melee in the chat bar. Slam your weapon into something hard. Oh, and damage it. So on your character sheet, like on the main page where you see broadsword, at the far right end there's a little box. That's the damaged box. You can click on that box, and that will show that your broadsword is damaged.
Okay.
Ernaxia.
Well, this is going well.
Right?
1, 2, 3. 3 gets me there. 4. I'll come say hi to the rogue. Try to set Sly up.
Try and topple him.
Yep.
Nice. So then he needs to make an evade roll. And he has to beat a 4. And he gets a Bane. He does not with the Bane, so he is toppled. So that will grant whoever hits him a boon, and once I set him to prone, it will do it automatically. You'll get a boon plus an additional 1d6 damage. Sly, that's you. Although you need to evade to get away, Ernaxia.
Yeah, I need to go. I'm going to go down to the dragon below me and pull that evade.
Okay,
Hey, ready?
go for it.
Okay, good.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Plunge my sword straight down into the
Ooh.
suit of armor.
How do you defeat this first suit of armor?
I simply impale the suit of armor with the point of my sword, and the point of my sword digs down into the stone floor.
Nice. You see a few little flakes of that stone, that flagstone, come up as the armor withers to a stop. Now you have movement left, Sly. You've got 6 squares of movement if you want to move.
I do.
Perfect.
Right there.
Enchanted armor number 4. And he is going to go after Gor-Nakh. Now that's going to be a hit on Gor-Nakh. Do you? You cannot parry. Yeah, you've already used your action. Oh gosh, 13 damage on Gor-Nakh. You can reduce that by 2. For your
Damn, that
armor.
is just enough to knock me out.
So Gor-Nakh goes down to 0. Enchanted armor number 3 will go after. I'll do 1 Atropos, 2 Theoline, and 3 Ernaxia. Oh, going after the thief that's already wounded.
I will evade this and use hard to catch.
Okay. Yeah, because that's going to be a hit.
And that gives me a boon on the evade.
Yep. And you evade.
Just barely.
You can move 1 square. Perfect. And that will cost you... Actually, and then the armor will move up. The armor's going to move up here. That will cost you your action. Gor-Nakh, you need to... You can try to rally yourself, or you can make your death save. Is that with a Bane?
Oh, I did not add a Bane.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and roll it again. So rally is a will roll with a Bane. Yeah, you still got it. Sweet. So you are rallied. Now make your death save. Oh, that's 2 fails. So 1 more fail and Gor-Nakh dies. I'm glad we brought back up characters. Holy cow. Okay. Ernaxia, do you want to trade with Gor-Nakh, and Gor-Nakh could try to heal himself? I think he has bandages.
What is it with the back-to-back 10
I know, right?
initiative? Also have healing magic.
Oh, yeah, if you want Gor-Nakh to try and heal themselves.
But damn it, I have a spell to use against them. Really goes from 0 to 100 real quick in this game.
Because any hit you take, since you are still dying, will count as a failed death save. Even a single point of damage, you are dead.
So,
And this is why I never rally.
so would you like me to trade with you and take your chances on a healing roll? Or do you want to trade with Sly, have me come over and try healing against you, and that'll give you 2 chances with 1 armor that may or may not attack you?
Because the problem, is
the guy who
this
killed
guy
me goes
here
next.
goes next.
Yeah.
The one who just hit me. So
All right.
I
I'll
imagine
trade
he would probably hit
you
me.
then. Good.
That's the worry.
So trade with Gor-Nakh. And you said you've got healing magic, Gor-Nakh?
He does. As a cleric.
Are you going to have a fatality before the first hour is up in this campaign?
This is like the introductory room.
This is the tutorial. Ooh. Okay. Oh, nice. Heal 14 points of damage. Make sure you take off those 2 failed death saves just so they don't carry around with you.
Oh, yeah, I would have forgotten. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ernaxia.
Do you move, Gor-Nakh?
I'll make a little more room, I
There
guess.
we go.
In my pool of blood.
Right.
All right.
We'll do even will be Sly, odd will be Gor-Nakh. Oh, it's going after Gor-Nakh. They do not like this cleric for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, that's kind of fair.
Right.
They're not undead, I guess.
They are enchanted. So that's going to be a hit. You cannot. You've used your action. So, wow. 12 damage.
Oh, goodness.
These guys hit. Sly, you're up.
All right. Well, we've got 2 right there that I need to take out. Let's do that one.
Okay. Do you want
Sword.
to find the weak spot to bypass their 6 points of armor? It'll give you a bane on your roll, or you can just roll and just try and wear them down.
Let's find the weak spot.
Okay. So then you should be able to click that on that secondary screen that pops up.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. I've never played a fighter before. I've only done the wizard. So
Yeah, so if you have a piercing weapon, you can try and find the weak spot on an enemy. And that works on like monsters that might have natural armor, like a dragon or something, as well as just regular armor. Ooh, you probably needed a 12.
Definitely.
So.
Disheartened. Okay, we got this.
Nice, there you got it. So then roll
There we go.
damage, and he will take every bit of that damage. All 8
8.
points.
Piercing damage.
Nice.
All
That
right,
hurt.
that was it.
That was about a third of his hit points. Enchanted armor number 3. Okay. 1 will be Theoline, 2 will be Sly, 3 will be Ernaxia, 4 will be Atropos. Atropos. He's going to find the weak spot on you, so he will roll with a bane. And that is a miss. Enchanted armor number 2. Even will be Sly, and odd will be Gor-Nakh. Gor-Nakh. Man, they are just teeing off on you. And that is a miss.
Oh,
Theoline.
This armor has already gone, I believe, so I will...
Yes, all of the armor has gone this round.
You want to swap with me, Theoline? I'll see if I can set them up for you and
Top one?
Atropos.
Sure, I will switch.
Okay, Ernaxia, you are up first. That
Yes, I
staff
don't-
gives you a boon on toppling, right?
Right, it's a toppling weapon, and I just don't have a lot of faith that I can get through the
Oh.
armor. So,
Oh wow!
So he needs to beat a 4 with a dodge roll. He gets a Bane because he's in plate armor. So no. With a demon, I'm going to say that gives a boon on whoever hits him. So that'll be a double boon. Let me make him prone. Atropos, you are up. If you go to hit that guy, make sure you add an extra boon. It will already factor in 1 for him being prone, but you can add an extra 1 because he rolled a demon on his evade roll.
and this would be a great time to find the weak spot.
Yeah, this is the time.
Assuming you've got a piercing weapon.
It is broken.
Oh,
isn't it?
your sword is broken. Oh, do you want to?
Damage. Does that mean it's
No,
completely
so
broken?
no. You get a bane on your roll, so it'll cancel one of your boons.
Okay.
So that way, if you find the weak spot, it's just going to be a straight roll.
It does say my weapon is broken.
Does it let you still roll with it?
Form action, yeah.
Yeah. So it should factor in a bane for that.
It does not. So you want me to put 1 on there?
Yeah. We'll see how many. We've never done this before, so we'll see how many dice
No,
it rolls here.
It will. You don't want to add an extra bane. It already knows your weapon's broken. You will have to add 1 boon for the failed evade.
Yes, and it should factor in the boon for him being prone and the bane for your weapon. So just add 1 boon, and then roll it. And it should roll 3 dice or 4 dice if you're doing find the weak spot.
I am doing find the weak spot.
Perfect. Oh, it canceled out 2 of those. So success. Roll damage. Nice. 9 points with no armor. He's wounded. He's almost half. And he is still prone. Theoline, you're up.
Alright, I will backstab.
Perfect. And you'll get that boon as well because of that demon on his evade.
Alright.
There's a lot of blood on the screen. Roll
And then I'll
damage.
just add a D8 to this.
Okay.
Oh, minimum damage.
Dang.
So 8
This is-
damage, and his armor does not
5.
protect him.
Take another 5 off of there. And let me take the 8 off of there. No damage, no armor. There we go.
This rolling is brutal.
Yeah, terrible. Alright. Oh, and of course it's this guy that's prone. So he is going to stand up. He regains his feet. And we'll do... 1 will be Theoline, 2 Sly, 3 Ernaxia, 4 Atropos. Atropos. Yep. Well, you and Gor-Nakh are just the targets. And he's going to find the weak spot on you. Yes, he is. Do you want to parry? Or you can parry with your shield. Would be better than parrying with your sword. Or you can try to evade that or just take the hit, but it will bypass your armor.
I'll try and parry with my shield. How
Shield.
exactly do I do that?
So just click on your shield, and then it will pull up the second box, and it will ask if it's a parry.
Yep. And then just roll it?
Yep. And oh, okay. A dragon. So with a dragon with a parry, you get a free counterattack. So you can bash him with your shield and make it an attack against him. So this time it'll be just like a bludgeoning attack, not a parry, and it should do damage.
So just choose the action as attack and roll?
Yes. You can push that if you want. Also,
No.
with a parry that succeeds, you can reposition yourself and the target 1 square. If you want, you could push him like up into this corner, or you could push him up here, or down here.
I would like to push him into the corner.
Okay, so you reposition him into the corner.
And no, I'm not going to push the roll on that.
Okay. Ernaxia.
Step over to this one. Look at my two very wounded but muscular friends. I've got
Sly
this
looks around like, what about me?
Well, that's what I meant was Sly and Gor-Nakh.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, but and I will tell you that I have this one. And I'm going to calm Dark Agony.
Nice. No, you're not. Can you push it?
Oh, I'm absolutely going to push that.
All right. Tell me what that does.
So for a very brief time, 2 turns to be exact, this creature is mollified. It's just calm. Now it's a break as soon as anyone hits it, or those 2 turns are up.
Nice. So let me.
So I'm just basically trying to buy these guys a couple of turns to attack the other guy.
Nice. So that's for 2 rounds.
Yes.
So you can move away now if you want, because he will not attack you.
Oh, I want.
And then he just stands there and kind of looks at Gor-Nakh, just thinking about, how nice it was to smash him, but now he just doesn't have the heart to do it. Theoline.
All right. I will hopefully find the weak spot this time. Ah, not quite. That's a little disheartening, I think. Ah, nope.
Shoot. Gor-Nakh.
All right, that is very helpful. If he's occupied, very ominous name of that spell.
Right.
I love it.
And I did put a couple of shadow magic specific items in this dungeon just for Ernaxia. Some scrolls. Ooh, excellent damage.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Almost at half. Sly, you're up.
All right, front door. You know what? Let's do this. Oh.
Now, do you want to target that one? That's the one that is mollified.
Oh, I thought the one that was mollified was down on the.
No, it's that one right there.
It should be. That's the one I'm targeting.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so,
right.
yeah, you don't
this
want to
makes
target
me
that
angry.
one. You want to target
Right.
that one. Perfect.
Shoot. Okay. All right. Well.
Atropos
me.
failed. Enchanted armor 2. Even will be Gor-Nakh. Odd will be Sly.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. There we go. Finally, goes after Sly. Odd will be Sly. Lashes down at you with a great sword. It's going to find the weak spot on Sly. Oh my gosh,
Oh, no.
yes it does. So your armor will not protect you. And you...
Wow.
Okay.
Down.
So,
Can I do
One
the
hit.
Guardian on that?
yes, but you have to be next to him to do Guardian. So
Oh,
you have to
wait.
be within 2 meters. Otherwise, that is a perfect use of Guardian. So Sly just gets walloped and drops. So you will be at 0 hit points.
Thanks, David.
At least I had the thought of doing it.
Yeah, that was good.
Atropos, you're up next. So that is
One
exactly
hit,
when you would
knocked
want to do Guardian, but you have to be within 2 meters of the enemy and your friend. So you would have had to be like right here in that square.
Gotcha.
You could Guardian Theoline from there if you had to.
Okay. I'm going to, with renewed effort against the armor in front of me here.
He's got 7 hit points and 6 points of armor.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was Apollo where he said to throw the towel.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to push that?
I am going to push that. I'll do Disheartened.
Oh.
Wow.
You gonna break your broadsword again?
Seems like poor rolling follows me everywhere.
Fighting with cardboard. Go ahead and click on that mishap. Oh, you exposed yourself to the enemy. He gets a free attack.
I'm used to that.
Yeah, what kind of fighting are you? What is that style? So he gets a
Exposing.
free slash, and that's that's going to be
Oh.
a hit. But it wasn't to
Now
find
you're
the
chewing.
weak spot. But your armor will protect you, so you can reduce that by your armor, which I think you have 8. So you only take 1 point of damage. Enchanted armor 4 does nothing.
That's less.
That's the last
That's less.
one? Okay.
That's less that he'll miss. Yeah.
That's a fantastic spell.
Alrighty. I suppose I'll heal Sly, my fellow warrior. Oh, I was so close to a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Shoot.
I will tell you guys that if you have to push, the mental conditions are the things you should push with, because I can help with that.
Noted. I will push. Sorry, I'm just thinking really hard.
Well, that would be
I was-
why you're pushing.
Yeah, I wasn't encouraging you to. I was just
No,
saying.
no, I know. Oh, damn,
Oh,
it's close. Well,
You tried. That's all that matters. So the lesson is never try. Ernaxia.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Oops. Well, we'll count that on your turn for your death roll.
Sorry. I saw the notification.
We won't count that.
Ernaxia.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
You need some
Wish I
of those
had-
bandages.
I do. Is it getting scary?
Ooh.
There we go. All right, and that's 1d6.
Yep.
So Sly will heal 3 points of damage. I'm going to take your success off of your death save. And you can recover 3 hit points, Sly.
Yep, I see that.
And then it's Sly's turn.
So am I alert? Am I up?
Yep, you are up and alert.
Okay, so targeting that guy. Enough of this. Broadsword. Find a weak spot. Roll.
Ugh.
Wow. Let's okay, these guys are scary. Let's do this.
Oh, there we go. That's a success. 13 with armor has no effect. He's down to 1 hit point.
Hey.
Theoline.
I will switch with Enchanted Armor 3.
Okay, enchanted. Let me switch you. Swap initiative. Enchanted armor 3. Alright, enchanted armor 3 will go. Even will be Atropos. Odd will be Theoline. Even Atropos, odd Theoline. Atropos, going after you.
He was Atropos either way, just whether or not he spent the willpower.
Oh, true. Yep, he was going to Guardian if not, so saved you the willpower. Let's roll this. Great sword.
It's great you guys think that.
And he's going to find the weak spot. Yes, he is. Do you want to... Oh, you can't. Nope. Shoot. 12 damage.
Wow.
Your armored has no effect. You drop.
Wow.
Enchanted armor 2. Even will be Gor-Nakh. Odd will be Sly. Sly.
Okay. I have 3 hit points.
He's going to find the weak spot. No, he is not. Theoline.
Alright, I will flee.
Okay,
Find
be
the
an
weak
evade roll.
spot.
Oh, flee?
No.
Oh, I thought you said
Not
flee.
yet. No. Hopefully find the weak spot. Yes, I do.
Nice. Roll damage.
That's better damage.
There
Well
we go.
done.
12. Finding the weak spot. Boom. He is down. You can move. You've
Oh.
got Atropos is dead or is dying. Gor-Nakh has like 1 hit point. Sly has 3 hit points, and you're sitting at 2 hit points.
2 hit points. Yeah. Yeah. I'll stand here. The door is close here.
Okay. Gor-Nakh, you're up.
Okay.
So the one in front of you, he has 1 hit point, and the one down below has 16.
Oh shit. Yeah. This is a.
Oh,
gamble,
there we
huh?
go. Got a
Thank
dragon.
goodness.
Nice.
Oh. I should have done power level 3. I'm going to choose to do no willpower,
Nice.
because that's still a lot of willpower. Alright, so everyone in 10 meters. Oh, they're not undead. Oh, shit. I didn't really think of that.
Yeah, they are technically not undead. Shoot.
Yeah. I even thought of that earlier. I was like, I should use this. Oh, wait, no, they're not undead.
Well, the good news, you got a dragon, so you get a chance to improve your miracles. The bad news is it has no effect on them, but it didn't cost you any willpower. Yeah. Oops, I think I just skipped. Theoline, you're up.
Well, I can try and heal Atropos unless someone else wants to switch and give it a try, because my healing's a 5, I think.
I've got good healing, but no bandages. But if you want to switch with me, I can try to calm Enchanted Armor 4 again.
Yeah, I can switch.
Switch with Ernaxia. Okay, Ernaxia, you're up.
I said, calm down.
Oh, see, now we're rolling well.
Let me. I will choose to take another spell. That I'll roll for, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. No, it's going to be no willpower, because I don't think I can distract these guys very easily. They seem pretty dead set. So again, 2 rounds.
For
But,
Armor 4.
But that will hopefully free
Should
up
be
enough
enough.
time.
Yeah, actually, hopefully this round they can take out the other guy.
Yeah, that's
Excellent. Enchanted Armor 4, he does nothing. Sly, you're up.
Alright, so I move over here. Targeting that guy. Using my broadsword. And he's very, very wounded.
He's got 1 hit point. So with his
Okay,
6
then I'm-
armor, you need to do 7 points of damage, or you can find the weak spot and just have to succeed.
So I'm not going to find the weak spot. Oh, shoot. Nope, I'm not gonna push.
Okay. Theoline.
Right. Well, hopefully, my sling stone can do the trick.
So this is one of the hardest encounters on the first level, so don't feel too bad. They're not all this bad. There's another one that's probably a little harder than this, but this one's right up there.
Well, I think that perhaps I'm a little scared the way this battle's going.
Oh, shoot.
No, I do not hit.
Do you move at all, or do you stay there?
No, I stay here.
Okay. Atropos, you are down. You can rally yourself. It's a will roll with a bane. If someone else spends their turn to rally you, it's just a persuasion roll. If you rally, you get back up and you can take action starting on the next round, but you are still dying. And so either way, you need to make a death save. Do you want to rally yourself? The plus side is then you can take actions. The downside is that if you take any damage rather than lose hit points, it counts as a failed death save. And you get 3 of those and you're dead.
I might as well rally myself.
Okay, so a will roll with a bane. No, you decide to stay down. Now give me a death roll. So on your character sheet, underneath your hit points, it says death rolls. Just click on that. It'll make a constitution roll. If you get a dragon, you pop back up with hit points. If you get a demon, that's 2 failed death saves. That's a success. 3 of those, and you pop back up.
Right.
Enchanted armor 2. Even, Gor-Nakh, odd, Sly. Even, Gor-Nakh, odd, Sly. Gor-Nakh. He's going to stab you. And he fails.
Nice.
Enchanted armor 4 does nothing. Theoline. Here we thought you guys would take out the guy with 1 hit point that round. Holy crap.
Just like 3 rounds ago.
Well, I will come and stand where Gor-Nakh is standing and hopefully do enough damage.
I do 7 points of damage. Yes, you do.
Nice.
How do you take out this enchanted armor?
Yeah, I come up around his side and I jab him right to one of the weak spots in his plate, and he shrivels up and collapses, and then I move back to my safe corner over here.
Nice. Sly, your turn. You've got the rest of this round. That thing's not going to act, but if you wanted, you could go ahead and take an action. Either way, next round he's going to attack.
Yeah, let's, here we go.
That is a success. He will not dodge or parry. So ignoring armor, takes the full 12. He is down to 4 hit points.
I'm going to move down here.
Okay, Gor-Nakh,
Hey, that's me.
your turn.
Ooh, no pressure. I could try to hit it. I could heal.
Yeah, you could heal Atropos, or you could try and hit that guy.
Oh, he's got 4 hit points.
Yep.
Ooh, it's quite a gamble. Oh,
Oh,
all right. I will push this.
Come.
No, yeah, okay. You got me. Oh, wow.
All right, damage your weapon. The good news is there's going to be great swords aplenty available after you guys are done here. Ernaxia.
It doesn't. I don't think it says anything about that.
Village.
Yeah, the rank 2 would do serious injuries, I think.
I tied a tourniquet around Atropos'
His
neck.
neck.
Yeah, that is a failed death save.
So much blood.
I'm going to mark that off on your character as a failed death save. Atropos, your turn. You can try to rally yourself, or you can just do your death save. But now, if you get a demon, you will die.
I swear to God, if you get a demon, I'm going to be so pissed.
I think I'll just do the death save at this point.
Yep.
The way that I'm rolling, I don't trust it at all.
Nice, that's a success. So I think that's 2 successes. Yeah, so 1 more success and you're okay. All right. Gor-Nakh, you're up first.
Okay. Let's right some wrongs and try to heal Atropos.
So it'll be are you going to cast your spell or move over and do a healing roll?
I will. I have better chance doing the spell.
Okay.
Only by 2, but
Is it ranged heal, I hope?
I mean,
Let's find out.
that's a good point. It doesn't.
It's touch. It's touch, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's quite a risk then. Oh,
Yeah, you could drop.
Or just take out the last bad guy.
I'd say do that.
I mean, you say that, but my last roll was a demon that broke my weapon.
No.
You'll
I've
be
got a
giving
broken
him-
weapon.
you'll be giving him mouth to mouth like on Dumb and Dumber when he's trying to do CPR. Spitting out a piece of hamburger.
Hopefully you guys will be getting better at swords after today. There's a lot of them around.
Yeah, you guys are talking the bold talk to Ingolfer, and you're going to head back up there after 15 minutes with all bandaged, wounded, all your weapons broken. All right, what do you do, Gor-Nakh?
Fuck.
Shoot. You push it? Nope.
No.
Theoline, you're up.
All right.
Do you backstab that guy?
I suppose I do. I don't have enough for hard to catch, but hopefully I get him on this.
So what could help going forward, kind of like what Ernaxia was doing, if one of you tries to topple him, it gives boons and extra damage to the next person that hits him. That's always an
Find a
idea.
weak spot. Succeeds.
Nice. Roll damage. You just got to do 4. All right. How do you take this guy out?
Well, I've gotten quite familiar with how the joints in the armor, so I find a soft spot underneath the armpit and drive my dagger up through there.
Nice. You've got a little bit of movement left. And then, Atropos, why don't we swap your initiative to the end of the turn so you don't die right now and maybe give other people a chance to maybe do something? Swap you with Ernaxia.
I was actually thinking I'd rather see how Atropos does.
Oh, see how he does?
Well, because
if
I'm
he fails, he's
rolling-
dead.
no, he's
He's only got 1 fail. Oh yeah. So we could see
I've got
how he does.
because I'm rolling with the Bane without the bandages, and I'm afraid of another demon putting him at 2 and 2, and then it gets
Right.
interesting.
Yeah, so
But-
that might be the better move, because then, in worst case, Gor-Nakh can then walk over and he's got bandages. All right, so Atropos, let's do a death save. But if you get a demon, that's it. No pressure.
That's a fail.
That's a fail. So you're sitting on 2 successes and 2 fails. Sly, you're up.
I think he's got this. I'm going to inspect this big sword of the armor that just fell.
They are great swords.
Does it look like something I could heft? I'm going to drop my shield and I'm going to pick this up with 2 hands and Am I strong enough to wield this?
So the trick with a great sword is going to be strength. I'm going to put this into chat, and then you can look at that. So the strength requirement is it needs a 16 strength in order to wield it, and it's two-handed.
Shoot, and I have a strength of 15.
At 15, so you would not be able to wield it.
Could I carry it until
You
such
could carry
time
it,
as
yes.
All
If
right,
you
let me
find
strap it
an
to my back.
a master-crafted greatsword, the strength requirement is reduced by 3, and you could for sure use a master-crafted one, but these are just typical greatswords.
All right.
Ernaxia.
All right. What conditions does our cleric have?
All the conditions.
Angry, disheartened, and dazed.
And is your healing off of charisma or off willpower?
Willpower.
Okay, so all right. I'm going to come over to you, and I'm going to cast Silent Mind.
Nice.
And that will get rid of your disheartened and angry. It actually gets rid of all mental conditions.
Oh, nifty.
So
It's a good spell.
yeah, I don't do a whole lot in combat other than like toppling and stuff, but
Sly, you're up next.
All right, what is there left to do?
Not let
Atropos
Atropos
die.
die.
If you have
Okay.
bandages, if you can hand me some bandages, that'd be great.
Well, I'm the one that mentioned bandages.
But I think Gor-Nakh took them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can still do a healing check. It'll just be with a bane, is that right?
Yes.
Don't.
Because yeah, if you don't do well, if you get a demon, it'll murder him. And you're healing.
All right.
You have a 5, so yeah.
Come on, guys, you got this. And I'm going to strap this big sword to my back.
Sweet. And so you should be able to just drag that from the chat onto your character sheet.
Already done.
Perfect. Theoline.
All right. Can't really help, so
You want to search?
just look around.
Okay. Oh, no, there's no concealed foes. There's no secret paths. Okay, there.
I'll take the vault.
A gold ring and 11 copper coins.
Well, guys, I found 11 copper coins.
Nice.
The gold ring, if you drag that onto your character sheet, you can change the value to 14 gold pieces. Atropos, do you want to swap and let maybe Gor-Nakh try and heal you?
Sure, that'd be great.
Otherwise, your death save is going to go one of two ways. You're either going to make it or you're going to fail. You're going to live or you're going to die. Gor-Nakh
Swap with me, Atropos.
with Ernaxia. There we go. Ernaxia, you're
What
up.
would have the highest percentage of success?
Then I'll swap with. Oh wait, no.
You want some bandages from Gor-Nakh? You can
I
take-
will. I'll use a magic trick. Shadow play. Basically, I'm going to move the shadows so that they're out of the way of where it needs to be healed.
Nice. So I would say that would give you a boon on that healing roll.
Well, that's my action. I'm trying to give Gor-Nakh a boon on his magic roll.
Oh, nice. Gor-Nakh, you're up. Do you want to go and cure those wounds?
That would be lovely. Clearing the shadows away would definitely help with a miracle.
Put the boon on there. especially given the grave circumstances here.
Wow.
There we
Oh
go,
man, there
there
you
we
go.
go.
Ew.
There we go. Do you want to keep your willpower or double the healing?
Ooh, I'm so sorry, but I am keeping that willpower. It's still 3d6. Yeah,
Nice.
see?
So you will heal 13 hit points, Atropos, and then I will end the combat tracker because no one is dying.
Forever in your debt.
All right. Ernaxia is going to try to get everyone else. So, Theoline, we're going to go with the Silent Mind.
To recover all of the mental.
Yep.
Nice. Excellent.
Many
And
thanks.
then we'll do
He's got angry and scared on Sly.
Yep.
Nice.
And Atropos.
Atropos has just disheartened.
No, I'm not going to worry about just one.
Yeah.
And I don't read it as my being able to heal myself, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. It's kind of like the other spell. I forget who casts it. I think it was in the Creeping Darkness that would heal everyone's conditions except for their own. I think it was Brightwing. Nice. So now, if you want to do a round rest, you can do a round rest here and recover willpower. If you want to do a stretch rest, takes about 15 minutes. You can recover hit points, willpower, and remove a condition.
I think I need to do a stretch rest.
Now,
Definitely.
someone did cast healing. So Theoline healed 6, Sly healed 7 from
7.
Gor-Nakh's healing roll.
Yeah, I was just trying to do a little bit of. Ooh, well, that's fitting, you know.
Okay, I'm okay.
Gor-Nakh, can I have half those bandages?
Absolutely. That sounds like a great idea. Certainly
I mean,
turned to be
I-
inconvenient in this fight.
I do have a 12 healing, so
Oh, okay, same here, but yeah, it's that makes sense, splitting them.
So there is plate armor and great swords on these enchanted suits of armor.
Oh.
Plate armor. Is it all bashed now?
Much of it is pretty bashed. You could make a crafting roll to try and pound it out so that you could wear it.
I don't think
Yeah,
I would
I'm pretty
do
good
that.
at... Let me
sorry.
see if I can straighten out one of these suits of armor.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
This might be better if I can get it so it somewhat fits.
you get it hammered out, and let me... I can put plate on your character. It will give you an armor of 6 versus the armor of 4. It will give you... So chainmail gives you a bane on evade and sneaking, and plate mail gives you a bane on evade, sneaking, and one other acrobatics. But it might be worth it for the 2 points of armor.
Okay, got it.
Does Atropos want a sword, a great sword?
I won't be able to use it.
Your strength is not sufficient.
14.
Nope. Yeah, so again,
So-
you would need a masterworked greatsword.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave them.
Okay.
oddly enough,
I do have a question.
Good.
What is your question, Atropos?
So, with the ability of Inner Peace, I can heal an additional D6, but it doesn't give me an extra stretch rest, correct? It's just
Right. So during a stretch rest, you basically say, guys, watch me, because like if something happens, you will not wake up. Like if an enemy stumbles into the room and there's a battle, you're stuck still kind of meditating. But the benefit is you get an additional 1d6 points that you can heal during that stretch rest.
so it's not 2 stretch rests; it's just one big one. If I
One
need.
with an additional, a little bit
Okay,
of
gotcha.
boost
Appreciate it.
added on. Let me make a roll here real quick.
Oddly enough, Ernaxia does want a greatsword.
Nice. You can go ahead and I can drag one on, or if you can pull one out of the
Yeah, I
items.
can do it.
As you are resting,
She is not wielding it. It's in her. It's like wrapped in a leather strapped to her back, but it's not a. It shouldn't affect her magic. So I'm trying to say.
as you are resting, you feel a chill breeze brushing the back of your neck, accompanied by the faint sounds of whispers in an ancient tongue. Each of you needs to make a will roll to resist fear.
I failed.
Does Sly and Atropos, do you want to push those rolls?
Nope.
No.
You are both shaken. You'll both take the scared condition. Ernaxia, give me a languages roll. That's yellow blood trickling down his leg. Give me a languages roll, Ernaxia. You can make out some of the words. They are of a very archaic tongue. You catch phrases like to arms, and for Eladane, and the word demons. And then that wind, that breeze seems to leave, and you are left alone in the darkness in Deepfall Breach.
Guys, they know we're here and they're not happy about it.
Now we are at the 90-minute mark. If we want, we can go ahead and take our break here and then push on for the next hour and a half. You guys want to do a break right here?
Sure.
Seems like a good spot.
Yeah, let's take about a 7-minute and 36-second break, roughly.
Oh.
tell my legacy. The flame of my torch illuminates the enemy. A win in the battle, you win foes asunder. Deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. The bodies pile up before me, the corpses I plunder. The deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a needle paper. And while in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice and my fate is unspoken. I drink my last potion. I charge through the open gate. The flame of the dragon tried to seal my awful fate. With a handful of dice, 5 times I rolled 20. The dragon goes down, the DM no bloody. I leave with the princess, a satchel chock full of gold. We head to the tavern, where my mighty tale unfolds. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a naval caper. While in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice and my fate is unspoken. The king he honored me with the mighty crossbow. It's blessed by the elves, he said. I thank him and I go. The life of a hero, struggling to stay alive. It's worth all the hardship though, 'cause now I'm a level 5. Level 5.
All right, I am back.
Yep, also here.
Excellent.
No.
Hello, hello. That was kind of tough. That was fun.
Yeah, that was intense. I like that back against the wall style. What terrible die, though. My goodness.
Oh, I know. But just think of the improvement rolls that are to come.
It's true. I'm looking at a lot of them. Well, 3, but
3,
you know.
yeah. Still, that's 3 you earned the hard way.
It's true.
Hopefully, we will have Sly and Atropos joining us again shortly. If they're here, say something.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Excellent. I need Sly, Gor-Nakh, and Atropos to make a Constitution roll. If you fail this, you take a severe injury, and it could be something disfiguring or something more serious. So you definitely don't want to fail this. Excellent.
Ooh.
How did this come about?
So anytime you drop to 0 hit points, you will make a con roll or roll on the severe injury table.
Gotcha.
Nice. And then when Sly gets back, I'll have Sly do the
Yep.
same. Oh, perfect. Give me a Constitution.
What am I rolling?
A Constitution roll. Because
Okay, got
you
it.
drop to 0, and so it's to see if you suffer a disfiguring injury, and no one does. Let's just see what it might have been, just for fun, as an example, to see what a severe injury looks like. There's a whole table here. And see what we might have rolled.
Oh.
There we go. So yeah, it could have been a broken nose, and then you can drag that onto your character sheet, and it will have those effects. So a broken nose heals in 1d6 days. You get a Bane on all your awareness rolls. So the joys of adventuring. But
Makes sense.
you find yourself in this room that you have claimed with your hard-earned effort and blood. There is a door to the east, or you can head out the way you came and continue to explore these infernal places.
Ooh, a door.
A door that
What
leads
type
to another door. The door is ajar, actually.
Wow.
Yet another door in front of Sly, and as you open this door, Sly, beyond the doors lies a large octagonal chamber, dominated by a thick pillar rising from the center to the ceiling above. In each corner, a chest rests quietly, while 2 benches on opposite sides of the room hold a single item each. At the far end, an old table sits with 2 skeletal guards, motionless, spears propped against their sides. There are 4 chests. There are 2 tables. Upon this table down here, there is a beautiful master-crafted large shield. And on this table, a huge, beautiful master-crafted lance.
Ooh. I say before we touch any treasure, let me go retrieve the spears from the skeletons.
Okay.
The skeletons over here.
Idea.
As you approach the skeletons, they have short spears in their hands. Do you reach out and take the spears?
I do. If they are inanimate, let's relieve them of their weapons.
You reach out a hand, and as you touch the spear, you take it, and as you pull it away, the skeleton crumbles in front of you, and up from it rises a ghostly form.
Yeah.
And the ghostly form whispers words to you. It says, "Leave this place, and you may yet live." But you do have a short spear. And if you need... If you can't find the spear, I can add it to here.
Oh, I can probably find it.
I've got it right there.
You got it already? Okay.
Yep.
So, do we want to loot the rest of the room? I'm really eyeballing this lance.
So a master-crafted item, there's a large shield and a lance. Master-crafted means that the strength requirement is reduced by 3, and the durability goes up by 3, and then it's worth 10 times as much as a regular one.
Oh.
Can anybody use a large shield besides Atropos?
Is it made of wood?
It is metallic. The large
Nope.
shield, the strength requirement is 10 for this master-crafted one. The durability would be 21. Do you take that shield?
I will take that shield.
As you take the shield, 2 things happen. First of all, let me put the shield on your character sheet. This is no ordinary shield, and as you pick it up, you can feel magic emanating from this. What kind, you don't know. You would need to sense magic in order to determine what this might be. But this large shield definitely radiates magic. But as you pick it up, the ghosts say, "You have been warned and been found wanting," and they will attack. And if you guys want to draw some initiative cards, I will get some music playing here. Try that one. That lets you draw. There we go. Ghost number 2. Ghosts are monsters. So that means they hit on their attacks automatically. And they aren't as susceptible as other enemies might be. They tend to maybe have immunities and resistances and things like that. And this ghost will get this. It will tower over Atropos, and it gives you a death stare, staring directly into your soul with its dead eyes. You see your life pass before you, and you are tormented by grotesque visions of all your dead friends and foes. You will become scared, and then you will suffer a fear attack with a Bane on your will roll. Alternatively, you can evade this. It'll cost you your turn, but that's your only option if you don't want to suffer this.
I'm already scared.
So then you will take
that-
another condition. You can choose another condition.
I'm going to try and evade this.
Okay.
How do I get to the evade again, Brandon?
So you can click your evade skill, or if you should have on your screen on the bottom left, is there a kind of a heads-up display? Like it'll show your character, it'll show broadsword, small shield, torch, and then one of them is called dodge. Dodge is evade. You can click on dodge.
Okay.
You can use your HUD there. And you do not succeed, so you have a Bane on that, probably because of your armor.
Yeah. I'm not going to push that. I already have conditions.
Then you will take a condition. If you already have scared, take a different one, and then give me a will roll with a Bane. Okay. Do you want to push that?
No, I don't.
You become exhausted. Oh, that's the worst one for you. So you will take the exhausted condition. Gor-Nakh,
Oh, what?
your turn. You know these are undead, Gor-Nakh. No question about it.
Yeah, it's a shame I did so poorly on my willpower die, but I've got enough in me for one good salvo.
In fact, give me a beast lore, Gor-Nakh, as you are a foe of the undead. You know that ghosts are immaterial beings and they are immune to all damage except for magic and fire. But you also know that unlike other monsters, ghosts can be persuaded with a Bane on the roll.
It targeted one, but it's both of them.
Okay. I think you can shift click. I think it lets you target both.
Oh, it said 0 out of 1, but I didn't try to shift click, so...
Yeah. So both of them will take 7.
Yes.
And let's see. Okay. Let me give them both 7. Excellent. No ghost blood has fallen out yet, but they felt that. Knocked them down by about a fourth. Sly, you are up.
So I'm at the table with the lance, but this lance looks extremely long. But I'm also holding a spear that I yanked out of the hands of the skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a short spear or long spear?
It is a short spear.
Short spear.
So it can be thrown, or
it.
you can go and stab with it.
Or I could pick up this lance and try to wield it, but it looks like it's meant to be used mounted on a horse.
Yeah, let me grab the lance, and I'll put it into the chat.
I looked it up and it has the long mounted piercing attributes.
So yeah, this is definitely something you would need to be mounted to use. It would be very valuable.
Unwieldy to just carry. This greatsword's kind of heavy on my back. All right. Well,
now you are carrying a torch. I don't know if
Yes.
Gor-Nakh mentioned, hey, only fire and magic can defeat these things, and you do not have a magical weapon, but you do have a torch.
Well, I don't want to retcon and just say, "Oh, I shoved my torch in its face."
Yeah.
Does Sly know that it is
You could give
that the
me
ghost is immune?
Give me a beast lore roll.
Got it.
Yeah,
Success.
you've heard the same stories. You've heard that ghosts, that only magic or fire can damage them, or they can be persuaded if you are if you have the silver tongue. So you would need to move up to that guy. So I'm just going to move you over there. If you're
yes,
bash
I
him with your
target
torch. You
Yes,
succeed.
I do.
Go ahead and roll damage. So
angry.
this will do a little bit of bashing damage, which it will not take, and then it will take 1d6. So it doesn't take any of that, but roll a 1d6, and that's how much fire damage it will take. 1. And now roll
It has a
another
spark in its hair.
1d6. Oops, not 14. Sorry. Wrong button. Let me add 14. And then roll another 1d6, and if it's a 1, your torch will go out. Nope. Perfect.
All right, so I got a spark in its hair.
Get it out, get it out. Ghost number 1 will look at Sly, and with a cold strike it will grab you and let the icy chill of its death stream into your body. You will suffer 2d8 damage and cannot heal hit points or willpower until you spend 1 shift in a warm location, and armor has no effect. 8 points of damage, armor has no effect, and you cannot heal hit points or willpowers until you get warmed up.
Okay, I am still standing, but I am blue and shivering, and I all but dropped my weapon. My fingers are so cold and stiff.
Theoline.
Well, I don't know that ghosts are harmed by fire, but I do know that have often got out of bad situations by talking my way out, so...
And they did talk to you when you first came into the room, so you know that they do speak.
So I will say, undead ghosts, we are simply heroic adventurers, and we would use this loot to do good, so please leave us be.
Give me a persuasion roll with a bane.
All right. Ooh. Yeah, I'm, let's see. Yeah, it's pretty scary, I suppose. Oh, I missed it by 1.
Oh, shoot. No, they regard you with disinterest. Atropos, you evaded. We'll go to ghost number 2. We'll do the same cold strike. Normally monsters don't do the same attack twice, but these are 2 different monsters. So this will be 2d8 damage. Armor has no effect. You will take 7 hit points of damage, and you are going to be cold as well.
Who was that to take the damage?
That is you. You'll take 7. Armor has no effect on that. Ghost emits a natural wheeze, appears right in front of an adventurer within 10 meters. The ghost instantly appears right in front of Gor-Nakh, wrapping you in a deadly embrace to smother your spark of life. This will inflict 3d6 bludgeoning and leave you dazed. But your armor will have an effect on this, so it's not all bad. Oh, jeez. Okay, 12 minus your armor, and then you are dazed. Does that drop you to 0? Shoot.
Yeah.
Ernaxia. You can hear all this commotion going on in the next room.
Well, Ernaxia slinks in the shadows whenever she can. But she hears all hell has broken loose. I only have 3 more movement. The meaning of this. Your spark of life has ended, and it is time for you to return to the darkness as all things should. I will try to persuade them.
With a bane.
And this will go badly.
Oh, the 5 would have been nice. Do you
Yeah,
push it?
we're gonna have to. Thinking this is... Wow. Getting scared.
Oh,
Nope.
man. Why couldn't the 5 and the 2 have been in the same roll?
Would have helped you. Holy shit.
Oh,
They just...
boy. Let's see what Ghost 1 does. Scream. So this is not too bad. So this does not affect... Nope, it affects everybody. So everybody needs to make that will roll. Oh boy. Okay. It was bad. So Sly is okay. Anyone else want to push those rolls? Okay, so not Sly. Everyone else will scream, which causes everyone else to scream as well. Everyone needs to make another will roll. Ernaxia is okay on this one. And, well, Gor-Nakh's, you're down, right? So you actually wouldn't need to make that roll. Okay, so then the second attack is going to be panting. Shoot. So that means that Atropos and Theoline will take the exhausted condition.
I was already exhausted. Is that
Then you'll take a different condition. You can choose a different one. It's going to stare at Atropos again because you took the shield. And you'll see your life pass before your eyes again. You'll take scared if you already have scared, which I think you do. You'll take a different condition and then take a will roll with a bane. And once you have all your conditions, you'll start taking hit point damage. Ooh, nice. You are good. You resist that one. It goes again. And this time it strikes. Someone within 10 meters. This could be Gor-Nakh. So I'll roll a d5. 1 will be Ernaxia, 2 will be Atropos, 3 will be Theoline, 4 will be Sly, and 5 will be Gor-Nakh. That is Gor-Nakh.
Sly.
No, I think 5. Yeah, 5 was Gor-Nakh. So that is a failed death save for Gor-Nakh.
Alrighty.
And then Gor-Nakh, it's your turn.
And where does he get pushed to?
Oh yeah, he gets pushed. Let me see how many meters. Thank you. Ooh, 11 meters, 5 squares. Gor-Nakh, you end up over here against the wall.
Alrighty. I suppose I will. Ooh, yeah. I'll try to rally myself.
Okay, we'll roll with a bane. You got it, and then give me a death save. Nice. Excellent.
Not bad.
Give me a constitution roll while you're at it, too, since you have dropped to 0. And then Atropos, you are up. Nice. Are you carrying a torch? You could try and hit it with your torch.
I am carrying a torch, and seeing Sly attack with the torch, I'm going to copy that and
Okay.
swing the torch at this thing.
Swing away. Ooh.
And I miss.
Do you push that?
Oh, I only have one condition left.
Yeah, you probably don't want to push that.
No.
Roll a 1d6. If you roll a 1, your torch goes out. Nice.
Nice.
Sly, you're up.
Sly leaps onto this table,
Okay.
brandishing his torch, and he shoves the flaming end right into the ghost's face. So let's see. Target, torch, and roll.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So I'm not a fan of dealing damage to yourself, so I'm going to make you re-roll that one. There we go. Well, that's probably worse. But okay.
Yeah, I've got 2 hit points.
Would you rather hit yourself, or do you want the ghost to get a free attack?
Ghost can get a free attack.
And this may affect other people. It will stare at you, so you will become scared, and then make a fear or make a will roll to resist fear. Nice.
Success.
And if you were already scared, you'll take a different condition.
I was already scared. I will take sickly. So now 5 conditions.
Oof.
Yep.
The ghost will go. It'll appear someone within 10 meters. Ernaxia. You can evade this, otherwise it's 3d6 bludgeoning damage and you will be dazed. Oh, man. These rolls. Oh. Alright. Oh, jeez. 14 damage to Ernaxia. And then it is Ernaxia's turn.
I'll be able to rally myself at least.
Nice. And then I'll need that death save.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fail with the Bane from the condition.
Yeah, but I don't take the permanent
Permanent
condition
injury.
other than death. Other than death, you know.
At least you won't be, have your nose broken. Our thief, our rogue. Can you
Right.
persuade these ghosts to halt?
Yes, ghosts. I was being nice before, but I didn't tell you that we secretly have a magical weapon which could banish you, and we could easily destroy you. So I'm giving you another chance to stand down. Okay. I just need a 10. Ugh. I'm a little angry about that. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot. Let me mark it here. No.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Well, then for my movement, I slink back into the darkness. Maybe.
Nope.
I'm a little disheartened by that. I slink back into the darkness. Yes. And 2, 4, 5, 6.
Do you shut the door on your way out?
If I can.
I think it takes an action.
Oh, okay. I closed it. You have to reopen it. It doesn't give me the option.
Oh man, ghost number 1. Oh, sorry, I skipped him. There we go. Wrong button. This one did not just do this. This will be over Ernaxia. So you can evade, or you can take the scared condition and then make a will roll. That would give you angry. And then make a will roll. Ugh. You become exhausted, which instead you lose 1d6 willpower points. Once your willpower's gone, then you start losing hit points. Only 1. The ghost then goes again.
Holy crap.
Alright, even Ernaxia, odd Atropos. Ernaxia, that's going to be a failed death save. Unless you want to try to evade that.
Well, the scared condition is gonna add another d6 of willpower.
Yeah, then you lose willpower. Yep.
But the thing about it is I only have 10 hit points. So I think I have to evade. But I didn't. See what you got.
Take a failed death save.
Well, no. If you roll 10 damage, I'm dead.
Well, you're already, you rallied, but you're still dying, right?
Right, but it does 2d10 damage. If
oh,
I
see what you're saying. Yeah, because you'll hit your negative number. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the failed death save.
Nope, yeah, you're good. I see what you're saying. Excellent. And then you lost your willpower. Perfect. Atropos.
This doesn't seem to be going well.
I don't think we can fight our way out of this, Damon.
You are decent at persuasion. I mean, 8. It's better than some. If you want to try to talk them down. It's with the Bane.
Are you disheartened?
Yes.
So double Bane.
Too bad. Yeah.
So I actually am not going to do that. I'm going to attack with the torch again.
Okay.
This one here.
Okay. Nice. Roll a 1d6. That's how much fire damage it will take. Nice. And then roll another 1d6 to see if the torch goes out.
Of course it does.
Of course. Let me turn off your torch. Sly, you're up.
All right, Sly leaps off the table and thrusts his torch into the back of this one.
Nice.
All right.
Roll a 1d6.
Yep, that's the damage they don't take.
Yep.
And here comes the fire. 3 fire damage.
And then roll another one to see if the torch goes out. It does not.
Nope.
Excellent. Gor-Nakh,
Sweet.
you have rallied. You are on your feet. You can take an action, and then you'll end your turn with a death save.
Alrighty. Can I do could I use bandages on myself, like a basic healing roll, if on yourself, or is that just other
I
people?
don't think you can do a healing roll on yourself. Let me just verify that. I'm pretty sure that's a no.
You can't. I looked it up earlier.
Yep, you cannot.
Alright, then I will do a healing on Ernaxia.
Nice. And then a death save. Nice. Excellent.
So far, so good.
So that's 2 successes, 1 more, and you will recover hit points. Ghost number 2.
You roll a d6. You want me to?
Sorry. Oh, okay. Well, I guess
Yeah,
not
there we
sorry.
go.
I'm-
There we
I
go.
rolled it.
There, Ernaxia recovers 6.
Sorry, yeah, I just completely forgot.
Ooh, Ghostly Embrace. Even, Atropos, odd, Sly. Sly. 3d6 bludgeoning. And this will leave you dazed. You'll take the dazed condition. Does it get through your armor? Ooh, 11 points of damage.
My armor subtracts 6,
Yep.
and I had 2 hit points.
So you drop
I'm down.
to 0, and then you'll take dazed, which you already have, so you'll take exhausted.
And that's all of them.
So then if you take any more conditions, you'll start losing willpower points.
That's okay.
Ernaxia, I have your action marked. Did
Yep,
you evaded?
I failed to evade, yeah.
That's right. Our rogue, Theoline Quickfoot.
All right. Well, I'm probably going to close the door, but I will at least call out to the ghosts one more time and say that I'm giving them one more chance to reconsider. I forgot I'm disheartened, so let's have 2 boons now. Or banes now. Oh, dang. That was the 3rd dice, too. Well, I'll
This might
try.
be it.
Nope. Alright, I closed
No,
the door.
shoot. Ghost Scream. This will affect Atropos, Gor-Nakh. No, not. Gor-Nakh's up. And Ernaxia, a will roll. Ernaxia's got it. Gor-Nakh's got it. Atropos, you become paralyzed. You're petrified with terror, unable to move. You cannot perform any action or movement on your next turn. You'll make another will roll on each subsequent turn to break the paralysis. Oh boy. Mark you as paralyzed.
Going to be about as effective as I have been, though.
Right? All right. Ernaxia, you're up. And then the 3 ghost attacks.
Slides down, but his torch is still lit.
Yep.
Jesus. We're in bad shape. And our rogue just closed the door against ghosts. I'm sure that'll work.
She'll open the door in about 5 minutes and see if the ghosts are dead.
Well, the ghost will just go through the door.
Exactly.
But I think Theoline snuck out, so that was her goal.
You snuck out while telling them to go away?
Yeah, she succeeded on her stealth roll.
While telling them to go away. Okay.
Go away, ghost. Hey, what's that over there? So the one below you is at 15 hit points. The other one is at 17.
I have 0 ability to do damage.
Did any of you have like oil flasks? Or
I do have an oil flask because it's taking me a turn to get into there, and
Yeah, I think it takes an action to dig it out, and you could smash the flask and maybe cover an area.
you close the goddamn door. I absolutely could survive this if you didn't close the goddamn door.
Because now it's going to take an action to get the door open.
Well,
Yeah.
she's probably going to open it on her next turn. She just closed it in case they do another fear attack. She has one condition left.
The only thing I can do.
You can switch with me if you want, and I can open the door.
I don't believe you're coming back. See if this works. Nope. Let's see what else can
With
happen.
the demon.
Sure.
All right. You are blinded. Ghost number 2. Sly is down. It's got to be Atropos. You can evade this. You've not taken your action yet. Otherwise, it's going to get you.
I'll try and evade.
Do you push it?
Yeah, I might as well.
Oh, hey. There you go. You evade. That same ghost goes again. 10 meters. Gor-Nakh. Do you evade this as it tries to grab you?
Yeah, I think that might not be a bad idea. Ooh. I'm dazed. I don't even remember getting dazed. That's tough. Oh, he's done for.
Well, you will take a failed death save, but is this going to exceed your hit point? Nope. So that'll just be one failed death save. This ghost. That will be even Ernaxia, odd Atropos. Who does he go for? Even, odd, even Ernaxia. That will be 3d6 bludgeoning. And you will become dazed. Oh, geez. 11 bludgeoning. And you didn't even see it coming. And you'll lose 2 willpower. Theoline.
Alright, I've been working on some remarks. Hopefully it'll sway them this time. I'll quietly creak the door back open. I guess that's probably because I'm in darkness. It doesn't actually let me. So then I will try one more persuasion roll, because I can't really damage them. Alright, I just need a 10. Oh, dang. Alright, I have one more ability, or condition. No, definitely not. Alright, I guess if it helps, I'll leave the door open, but I'm still gonna...
Yeah, it might be too late now.
Up. Yeah.
Sly, you can try to rally yourself, or you can make a death save.
Let's save.
Okay.
Oh,
That is a
fail.
fail. Let's see. Down. Not down. Atropos. Armor has no effect. You are hit for 6 points of damage, and you drop to 0. And then used your action. Actually, sorry, Gor-Nakh, you need to give me a death save.
Yeah, this is it too. I'm 2 and 2. Dear. Oh, bad luck.
Oh,
Wait, that was a death save. I'm dead. I don't know why it rolled as Constitution.
try clicking on the death save.
I'm pretty sure I did. I clicked the death rolls.
Oh yeah, it shows. Well, it shows 3 on there.
Yeah, I added one
Okay.
manually.
So yeah, Gor-Nakh is no more. Atropos, it's your turn. That will be you can rally yourself, or you can just make your death save.
So am I still paralyzed then?
You know what? If you drop, I'm going to say you're not paralyzed, because you were paralyzed by fear, but you are unconscious. So I'm going to say you are no longer paralyzed.
I'm going to try and rally myself.
We'll roll with a Bane.
No.
Nope. And then make a death save. That counts as 2 fails.
So that seems fitting.
Yeah. All right. Our rogue again.
Well, I guess it never hurts to try. What is there to lose?
Just the party.
Yep. Oh, man, I missed it by 1. I should not have taken Disheartened. Alright, I can't push it anymore.
Nope.
So,
Touch of Death. Who is still up? Everyone is down in here. It's going to go after the thief. So it's going to move.
could I make a sneaking as I moved back?
Sure.
Okay. Because I would want to do that stealthily.
It goes to the edge of the room and then stops. Gor-Nakh, you are dead. Ernaxia, you can rally or you can death save. Failed a death roll. Ghost will do nothing. Do nothing. Sly.
A save. Ooh.
That is
2
a
fails.
fail. That's 2 fails. Okay, at the end of that round, the ghosts return to their places.
Do I see this happening?
You. Let me see. Would you see that? Yeah, you could see that happening. Atropos, you need to make a death save. If you fail this, Atropos is dead. Oh,
What?
you died. Ernaxia. Death save. That's a fail. Sly.
A death save?
Death save. Fail this and Sly is dead. Okay,
Oh.
you succeed.
Hey.
Theoline.
So, did they go back to being skeletons, or are they still like...
They went over to where the skeletons were, and then the 2 ghosts disappear from sight.
Alright. Who had the bandages?
Gor-Nakh and Ernaxia.
Okay, I can try and heal Ernaxia. With the bandages, it gets rid of a boon?
Gets rid of a boon.
I only have a 5, but it's worth a try.
Unless you get a demon. Oh man, that was close.
Missed it 1, yeah.
Gor-Nakh, your turn. Oh, no,
I'm dead.
You're dead. All right, Theoline, your turn again.
Do you want me to try? But I might roll a demon.
I'm dead either way. You can try.
I will try. Oh, I got
Oh, you
them.
got it.
I stabilized, so it's 1d6 they heal?
Yeah.
Not 1, but they're up, so if they can now take those bandages and try and heal somebody.
Yep.
Is it just Sly left?
Just Sly left, but Ernaxia is blind. It's Erexia's turn.
I will tell them where I see Sly lying, if that helps.
Just follow your nose.
Yeah.
Could be an awareness roll, Ernaxia, as you try to find your way to Sly. Oh, nice. Yep, you find him. And you heal Sly for 1d6.
Oh, nice.
It's for 6 for Sly. Now that everyone is out of danger, let me end the combat for now. We have 2 dead characters, Gor-Nakh and Atropos. However, you guys have replacement characters. Let's let's pull them in. You hear some sound coming from not far away, coming from the room that you were in. It's a gruff dwarf and Stonewall. And one of you have a torch. Yeah, let me give Stonewall a torch here. Two dwarves were traveling together. Do you want to touch any of the chests or take the lance, or you can loot your companions' corpses?
I'm gonna leave this room. Oh, next time the ghosts say leave this room and you might live, I think I'm gonna leave the room.
Well,
And I need a big rest.
Theoline wouldn't want to waste her companion's hard-earned adventuring loot, so
They mostly just have beginner's loot. Gor-Nakh has, and I would give Stonewall, first digs on this. But there's a sleeping fur, a heavy warhammer, bandages, rations, a torch, and Atropos has. What have you got here? You've got that master-crafted large shield, if anyone wants to touch that. There's also plate armor, a great helm, rope, rations, torch. If any of your new characters want to provision from your dead characters, they certainly may.
I guess Drager will take the helmet off of Atropos.
Perfect. I can
Wonder if this room's
switch that over to you and get your character sheet to open here.
I think once we all come in the room with the pictures on the floor, let's shut the door on both ends and let's rest here. What do you think?
Let me put that great helm over here. There, you've got your great helm. Do you want the torch or rations or rope on Dracker?
I will take the torch and the rope off of that.
Okay.
And the rations too, I guess.
Okay. Perfect. Does Stonewall want anything off of Gor-Nakh?
Yeah, I got everything I wanted.
You got everything? Okay.
Yep.
If you want to rest in this room, you can shut the doors. You can probably barricade them to the best of your ability, and you could take that long rest. Make a folder.
Yep.
So are we doing a full shift then?
The shift rest, yeah.
Gloria's dead. Okay. Sorry, I had to do a little housekeeping on here. So you can do that full shift rest. Let me just make a roll real quick here. You hear sounds from outside one of the doors. Let me see how many here. Let me have Sly give me an awareness roll.
Okay.
It sounds like something is maybe knocking on the door. This door over here on the east, like something, it's almost a knocking, but then it sort of sounds like maybe a scrape, like something scraping their hands along that door.
I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure we barricaded the door sufficiently. I'm not worried. Need to rest.
That scraping continues for several minutes, and then it finally dies off. And you can continue the rest if you like.
Yep.
Has everyone rested?
Yep.
I believe so.
You'll all need to eat a ration. So reduce your rations by 1. And we've got about 15 minutes left if you want to explore a little bit more.
Is it just the 3 of us right now? Or is it all 5 of us?
Should be all 5 of you in there. So maybe the 2 new characters can maybe introduce themselves. Like, what brought you down here to the breach? And do you decide to adventure with this group of haggard-looking adventurers? We'll start with Draugr.
You look like you've seen better days.
Indeed. I came here looking for a challenge, and this is still the first level, and I've lost 2 of my companions.
It's been a little rough. What about Stonewall?
Old Stonewall's just looking for money and glory. Kind of things you'd find down here.
Draugur's motivated by glory as well, and perhaps a little loot.
Well, so far you have found very little loot. There was the promise of great riches in the room that you left, but there's nothing to say you don't return there one day when you are better equipped or prepared for that challenge. Where do we go from here?
So you're saying there's a chance?
Saying there's a chance.
Well, let's leave this room to the hallway and go south.
Lead the way, good sir. Give me an awareness roll, Sly, as you head down that passage. And you do have a blind companion, so you guys may want to assist Ernaxia.
That'll be helpful if we face a Medusa.
In fact, I don't think we have a spellcaster with Dispel. Let me move Ernaxia over here with next to the rest of the party. There we go. So Ernaxia's character cannot see, so you guys will have to assist them. Like, literally cannot see on the map.
Okay.
You come to a crossroads. You've got
Yes.
passages to the east, west, and the passage continues on to the south.
Say we go to the east, the same direction as the rooms from
For
whence
some
we
reason,
came.
The stone wall is restrained. Let me get that off of there. That was from last night, or this morning.
Where did I go?
And actually, did Ernaxia make your... Oh, you did make your 1d4 roll for blindness. You got to be under someone. Might be under Draugr. There you go.
There we go.
So Sly, you can see there's a door ahead of you.
Let's go this way.
As you open that door, you see before you a pit. Let me read what you see in the pit. You step into a square chamber roughly 10 meters across. In the center of the room looms a vast dark pit, its depths disappearing into shadows. A low stone barrier circles the edge of the pit, offering a flimsy protection from the ominous drop. Sticky cobwebs stretch across the pit's opening, and dust lines the chamber. The faint smell of decay and damp earth wafts up from the darkness below, carrying with it a strange, musty odor.
I'm gonna hold my torch over the well and peer into the depths.
Give me an awareness roll. Sorry, a spot hidden roll. Yeah, all
Nope.
you see are spider webs descending down into the pit. The pit is at least 10 meters deep, if not more.
And I only have one torch. I don't say that we go down that way. Let's go find another way.
I have lamp and lamp oil that is good for 10 uses, so if you want to use the torch, you can just take the lamp and lamp oil off me.
Let me move Ernaxia into that room.
Do we want to lower the... maybe tie a rope to a lantern and lower it down and see what we see? Or should we just skip this room?
Or just throw a flaming torch down in there and let it burn away the webs?
I don't know that I want to wake up whatever might be slumbering in the depths.
In fact, you can see movement now. Something large is looming in there.
Let me out.
I figured the webs are a giveaway, that you would know there would be something like this in here. I didn't bother making it invisible because I assumed you would assume as much.
Okay, I say we leave.
Before you leave, Theoline, give me a spot hidden roll.
All right.
Nice.
There is a large wrapped bundle. It's about 6 meters down. You can see it there.
Is it like stuck on the a crag or a web on the side?
It's stuck in the web. It's roughly man-sized, and you can see the glint of something metallic shining in the torchlight. There is something there.
Well,
Be tempted. Remember the ghosts.
yes, the last time we found loot that was guarded by something powerful. It didn't end well, so I think I will pass on that.
Who's to say this is powerful?
Well, you weren't there for the ghosts. They were quite something.
All right. Are we all down here in the tunnel? Where is our... they prefer to be called vision impaired, blind.
Let me make another roll here. Okay. You may continue on.
We have all 5 of us.
I believe there is
Okay.
one.
There we go.
Yeah, Ernaxia, follow the sound of my footfall. You dwarf, those are probably loud.
Follow
my
the sound
torch.
of the flatulence.
My torch still lit.
Yeah, I'll do my best to stay with you guys.
Not sure if my torch is lit. How do I light my torch?
I can get that. Just to make it easier, let me just take your blindness off, because otherwise it's kind of lame. But we'll just pretend that you're blind, or we remember that you're blind. Let me light your torch here. So you can use that that macro. Oh, see, your torch, for whatever reason, Let me see why it's doing this. It's something with your token. I don't know why your token does that. I'll fix it for next time. Oh, hang on. Oh, hold still, Sly. Let me turn that off.
Okay.
I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see if I can get this to go off. Oh, I bet it's this. I bet that's it. Let me adjust that. Is that any better?
Looks better on my end.
Better. There we go. Okay. Much better. Oh, no, why did it just go back?
I clicked on where it says torch. Like if I right click on my character and do torch.
Yeah, so don't do... Let's not do... Oh,
yeah, that's what makes it mess up.
So there's a macro. If you go to the toolbox in the upper right, there's it looks like a book, says compendium packs. One of those is going to be called custom macros, and there's one in there called torch. And then just drag that down to your toolbar on the bottom, kind of the bottom of your screen, or maybe bottom left. It has like numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just put it in one of those. And then if you click on your token, you can click on the torch macro and then select torch, and it will give you that light source.
Okay, so it's under switch macro.
Compendium custom macro. Click on that.
Custom.
You should see one that's called torch.
Torch. Drop
And then,
that down to
drag
the.
it down to your hotbar, and then you can use that to light your torch. I think that will work out better.
Light source none. Torch. Apply. Okay.
See, I don't know why.
That look okay.
It's still a little bit faded. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh, no.
Yeah, it looks a little bit different on my end. I mean, I can still see. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
As long as it's not messing up everyone else.
Or
Let's see if
perhaps
I
it's
can
just
fix
the haze from the skunk's aroma.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a little better.
All right. I found another door.
Sly has found a
Okay.
door.
Couple of doors. There's one to the north and one a little bit to the south.
Draugr, to the north, kind of where you're standing, you see a door. It looks a little bit dusty, like nothing has passed through here in quite some time. There is on the wall next to the door. There is a metal fixture. It looks like a dragon's head with its mouth agape. And give me an awareness roll with a bane. Oh, okay. Yeah, that statue or that fixture on the wall looks to be quite expensive. It might be worth some money. It's like right here on the wall. There's also this door down here by Sly.
Yeah, if I inspect this door, how does it look?
So that door, it is not locked. In fact, it is slightly ajar, a little push, and you would be able to get it open. You want to push that open?
It's opened.
Yep. Inside, this looks to be like some sort of guard post. There's a large, dimly lit chamber. In the center of the room sits a table with a few scattered chairs, and atop it rests an old clay jug and a few dusty cups, the only remnants left behind in this desolate space. This empty room would be a respite to those who barricade the door. This would be a good place to rest.
Ah. And there's a door at the other side of the room.
There is.
And more tunnel. What do you guys think? Should we keep going this way or finish exploring a little bit to the north of us where we saw the other door?
Now, Sly, you do see there's a crack in the wall up ahead here.
Oh, yes, I see this. Looks like a stomach.
Give me an awareness roll as you are near that.
Do I hear anything?
You hear nothing, and the air is cool down here, but there is no air moving through this little crack here. Either it dead ends in there or it's blocked by something.
And is the crack wide enough to fit through?
You don't think that you would be able to fit through there.
Would our rogue be able to fit through
The
there?
rogue is a halfling, very possibly could fit in there.
Hmm.
Can always try. There could be.
Let me move
good,
out of the way. You want to come, see if you can squeeze through and very quietly have a look?
First, I would like to just inspect and make sure this isn't going to sever me in half or something with a trap. Nope, looks safe.
Nothing that will sever you in half. Quarters, maybe, but not in half. It's a very tight squeeze. Give me an awareness roll. Doesn't seem to be trapped. Yeah, it just seems like a rather slender passageway that you would be able to fit through.
I will squeeze through here then.
When you get to right there, you sense something in front of you. It's large and gelatinous.
Oh.
It is a giant amoeba. And let's just pull ourselves into a little battle scene here. If you guys want to roll some initiative.
It does look like the door, there's a door from that hallway to the north. It looks like a door does lead into this room.
Ernaxia, you will go first. You can't see what's going on, but you can hear your companions speaking. Perfect. You will switch to last. Draugr, you will go first. Actually, nope. Sorry. Sly will go first. Sly, you're up.
All right. Rogue, what did you say? Did you say you saw a door to the north?
Yes, the hallway to the north, there's a door that leads into the room.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So you could double move. You could move
Mhm.
double your square, so you could move 12 for Sly.
1, 2.
And you see the
I
door
think-
when she speaks. Or she speaks.
Okay, I think that's my double move.
Draugr, you as a dwarf could probably fit through that crack as well. I might need an acrobatics roll. It's a little snug at the very start, but you think you could probably get in there. You have no qualms about being in enclosed spaces.
I think Draugr would try and squeeze on in there. So you want a which roll?
Acrobatics. As you contort your body to squeeze into that space. No, it's pretty tight. Your armor and gear kind of get in the way. Plus the meal that you enjoyed in the city of Outskirt before you came into the breach weighs heavily inside your gut. You want to push that?
Too much ale.
Too much ale.
I think Draugur's just going to maybe try and follow Sly to that door.
Okay.
So I can move 8, is that correct?
Yes. And then
All right.
Theoline Quickfoot.
Well,
You can
I'm not
see
sure if I
this
would,
massive amoeba right in front of you, and it's sludging towards you.
Oh, I do know about these, actually.
Yeah, you know that these things are corrosive. The entire body is corrosive. Anyone who touches it or takes damage is exposed to a paralyzing poison. This is also resistant to non-magical weapons and attacks. It would take half damage from those. It is also immune to piercing damage, magical or non-magical, but that it is vulnerable to fire. It takes double damage from fire.
Well, I am holding my
Yeah.
torch, so that seems like the best course of action. No, I do not hit it. It's a little tight in this this corridor.
Do you move away? It'd be an
I
evade
do.
roll to move away.
Oh, my torch goes out
Oh.
as well.
Let me turn out your
Oh,
torch. That's gonna
that's
stink.
good. Yes. All right. I do try and squeeze back out though. All right, and I use hard to catch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, that's disheartening. So many bad rolls.
You succeed.
All right.
You slip out.
Yeah.
This thing moves its bulk slowly forward, and then it kind of gets stopped right there. You see it beginning to shorten up a little bit. And it makes its first attack. A tentacle strikes out. This is all enemies within 2 meters, so this will be Theoline and Ernaxia. D10 bludgeoning damage, and you risk being exposed to that corrosive poison. Ernaxia can evade, but Theoline, you're going to take 9 points of damage. And give me a Constitution roll. Oh yeah, you would not know to. You could make an awareness roll as you hear this, everything coming down here. Oh, and you beat the amoeba's roll for the paralytic poison. Then that would be 9 to Ernaxia and a Constitution roll as well. So yeah, you are aware there is something large and looming. You can hear Theoline coming out saying, "Ah, get out of here!" Oh, but that would make sense. You are not able to get away. You'll take 9 bludgeoning damage and give me a Constitution roll. And you need to beat an 8. And you do. Stonewall.
So yeah, he doesn't know what the fuck's going on, but he can see that they're being hurt, I suppose.
Absolutely. And then you see that amoeba, that massive bulking form.
Great start.
That kind of night. So a stab is piercing damage, and it takes no damage from a piercing blow.
I probably don't even know that though.
No, but you do now. You know that this thing is immune to piercing damage. Ernaxia.
Can't really flash through a hole, can I?
Probably not. That would be difficult. I mean, you'd have to try, I suppose. Sly, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna move here, open the door.
You find yourself in a spacious room lined with 10 beds. There are mattresses and sheets tattered, covered in dust and mold. At the foot of each bed sits a small chest, some of which have been pried open, their contents scattered across the floor.
Oh, anything of value while they are distracting the whatever monster was in here.
So you see, let's see, so on the ground you see some old clothing, a comb, and 3 silver coins. And then there are 7 chests that are locked and would have to be opened. And you see a large crack in the wall over here, and you can hear the sounds of fighting coming from that crack.
Large enough for me to fit in if I... See, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It is definitely large enough on this side for you to fit in.
Okay, I'm going to do my last square. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see what they're fighting. I definitely want to help my friends.
Give me a beast lore roll to see if you know anything about this.
I'm actually decent at beast lore, but not that decent.
Not that decent.
Okay, well, I will...
It's got bits of fruit floating around in it. And then on closer inspection, it's actually a hand, not fruit.
So, let's see. A broadsword is piercing and slashing. So I'm going to try to...
You've got plenty of room here to slash at it.
I'm just going to slash a big slice out of it.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem hard to hit.
No.
So I'm going to... But it probably doesn't have armor.
Does not have armor.
Alright, so let's just slash at it.
Oh, okay. You can do double damage.
Definitely that.
And it will take half of that, because it takes half if it's not magical.
Okay. That's still something.
It's something. The amoeba. It gathers its strength and emits a stinking cloud of poison that affects everyone except for Draugr. You all become dazed, and you all need to make a constitution roll. And you want to beat a... Never mind, the poison failed. You just need to get a success. There we go. Yes, I can just make it even stronger. So Ernaxia made it. Okay, perfect. Everyone succeeded from the poison. Draugr, your turn.
Draugur's going to continue down the corridor after Sly.
You can move 8 total squares, and that would take up your whole turn. And you can see Sly. You can see his bushy tail sticking out of that crack in the wall.
Well, I'm going to double move, hearing sounds of battle to try and see what I can do, but I given the space, just going to try and go over there.
So this might be a good time for Sly, well, maybe not now, but to use his Pungent Aroma heroic ability that would grant you a boon on your attacks, but then it would force Draugr to have to deal with the stench of that. But we will find out on your turn if you want to do that. Ernaxia, your turn. You can feel the wound. Yeah, you would get away from that in the fastest means possible. Theoline.
So can I try and relight my torch?
Oh, shoot. Yes, you can do that. In the middle of combat, it's a bushcraft roll, I think, to light it. Excellent. Ernaxia evades.
Well, that might not be worth it. I think I will just
You got
evade.
oil?
I do not. I have a 5 in bushcraft, but... So it does take damage from slashing? I guess I can
It
slash
does. It takes half damage.
my dagger.
Nice. Take half of that. The giant amoeba.
I would also like to
Okay.
move away.
Yeah, give me an evade roll.
Alright.
With a boon. Ooh, with the boon. Thank goodness. The amoeba takes a turn. Faces of the dead, twisted faces appear on the surface of the shapeless body mass, floating by, dissolving, or morphing into something else in a mocking imitation of intelligent life. All opponents within 10 meters... you know what? I don't think Draugr can see that, so I think it's just going to be Stonewall and Sly. Give me a will roll to resist fear. Nice.
Nah, it's good.
Alright, you take fear. Oh, Wild Panic. You will flee the scene as fast as you can. On your next turn, you must dash away from the source of your fear and then make another will roll on each subsequent turn to stop running and act normally again.
Okay.
Stonewall, you're up.
Alright, seeing the rogue away, he's also going to just disengage.
Give me that evade roll. Do you push it?
No.
Okay, monster gets a free attack. Absorption. Ooh, this may slow your retreat. It sends out tentacles towards Stonewall, enveloping their body and pulling them into its slimy interior. Once inside the giant amoeba, you are immediately exposed to the corrosive poison. You suffer 1d6 damage. Armor has no effect. And you take an additional 1d6 damage per turn, but can continue to attack the amoeba from within. Boy, that's just like your MO. That's like happened earlier today. Stonewall got swallowed by a lindworm and fought his way out. So you are inside the amoeba. You're going to take this much damage. Armor has no effect, so only 1 point of damage. Nice. And then on your turn, you'll take an additional d6. So much for running away. Ernaxia, your turn.
I'll switch with Sly.
Okay, Sly, you need to flee in panic. Give me an evade roll.
Okay. There is someone in my way.
You can move through them. You just can't stop in that square. You want to push that? Otherwise it gets a free attack on you.
Yeah.
Okay, you can move.
Okay.
And you need to double move. And then you can make a will roll to try and shake off that fear.
Okay. Will roll?
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Do you push that?
Nope.
Okay, still afraid.
Nope. Yep, I'm afraid.
The giant amoeba. Poison cloud. This will only affect Draugr. You have not acted. You can evade this. Otherwise, you will become dazed and then have to make a con roll against that poison.
I'll make the roll.
Okay.
I don't want to use my action.
Oh, I see. Sorry, let me put that back. All right, so you become dazed, and then give me a Constitution roll, and I will roll for the poison. Oh, poison failed, so you can get a success. Oop, you want to push that?
What does the poison do?
So it's a paralytic poison. So let me read for you what paralytic poison does. So you will become exhausted and must make a Constitution roll each turn. If it fails, you can neither move nor perform actions, not even free actions.
I'll try and evade that.
Okay. Oh, nope. But the poison failed, so you'll take the limited effect of that. Sorry, I should have read the limited effect, which is you'll become exhausted. So you'll take the exhausted condition. Stonewall, roll 1d6 and take that many points of damage.
So I actually, when reading the attack, when it attacked me, it also did the poison on me. So I'd have to do.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do
Constitution,
the
right?
yep. Give me the Constitution roll. The poison rolled a 9. That will be a success. You need to beat a 9, and you do. So you're good. Take 2 points of damage, and now you can attack it. And there's bits of people floating around in here. Oh, nice. And I think from the inside, I think you're going to do full damage. I don't think it's going to be half damage, because you're damaging its internal structure. Ooh, ooh.
That really is his MO. Jesus.
It is, no kidding. So it's splattered. It's half damaged, or at half its hit points. Theoline, you're up.
Right.
So all we need to do is just have Stonewall be swallowed by something, and then we're good.
Yeah, I think we can do this one. Helps having a guy on the inside.
Someone said that earlier, didn't they? Were you there?
Got a man on the inside.
All right. Let me do.
We need to get you a snorkel or something, though, so you can still breathe in there. Or for sure you need robust, so you can linger in there a little bit longer. That's a hit. That will do half damage. That is still pretty dang good.
Right, and then I
Oops,
will.
I did too much. Sorry, let me take some of that back.
Oh, I will then try and move away. Ah,
Oh, and you do. And how?
yes.
Draugr, your turn. You can get in there if you want. Your fellow dwarf has been swallowed. Excellent. Damage, he will take 6. Nice. Down to 18 hit points. Giant amoeba. Tentacle attacks Draugr. This will be 1d10 bludgeoning damage. 2 points
Nice.
of bludgeoning damage. Does that get through your armor? Probably not. No, you have metal armor, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you take no damage, but you need to make a Constitution roll for the poison. You need to beat a 5. Nope. So you succeed, but the poison rolled better, so you will take the full effect of this, which is you become exhausted, but you're already exhausted, so you'll take a different condition.
Okay.
And then you can, you need to give me a Constitution roll each turn. So the start of your turn, it's not an action, but if you fail, then you can't move or perform actions that round. And it will wear off in one stretch. Basically, when the combat's over, it will wear off. But on your turn, you'll need to make that. Ernaxia, your turn.
That's all I got.
Okay. It's tough when you can't see. Oh, for a dispel. Giant amoeba. It's gonna go probably after Draugr. Oh yeah, Faces of the Dead. You need to make a will roll to resist fear, Draugr. You got it.
Ah.
Sly, you need to make a will roll. Or did you make it
Hey.
last time?
Nope.
Nope, okay. Nope.
Yeesh.
You cower in the corner.
Hey.
Stonewall,
Bitch.
you take 1d6 points of damage, and then make your attack. Nice. Ooh, wow. Can you do 18?
Oh,
Oh, dang. Got 1 hit point. Ernaxia. Again, you're blind. You're alone. It's cold.
Trade with Draugr.
Trade with Draugr. Draugr, your turn. You need to give me that Constitution roll to be able to move or take an action.
I'm sorry. I have to do the Constitution roll?
Yes, to be able to take any action because you suffered the paralytic effects of that poison. And you pass. So you can take an action. It's got 1 hit point. Can you get him?
No guarantees.
No.
All right.
The amoeba. Tentacle attacks Draugr. You will take 5 points of damage. I think your armor protects you from that, but you need to make a Constitution roll. And the poison got a... Oh, poison fails. You just need to pass. With a dragon. Well done. Ernaxia.
I got nothing.
Theoline Quickfoot.
All right. Just need to... I will use backstabbing. And then hopefully you just need to hit. Oh.
Okay, how about a dragon? Double damage? Gonna do 2 points of damage. Okay. Tell me how you cut open the amoeba, spilling out that little Kittner boy all over the dock. I mean, spilling out Stonewall all over the ground.
Yes, I see Stonewall trapped inside, so I just make a precise incision up the amoeba, and he comes spilling out, covered in paralytic poison.
He spills out with a silver ring, 10 silver coins, a long sword, and a... instead of a grimoire, it's a scroll.
Well,
because I know what
I
scroll
will,
it's going to be.
Yes, I will take the loot and say, "Here, Sly, wash this." And definitely need to wash that before we take it.
You find... This is the scroll. I'll put that into the chat. So let me delete that grimoire. Perfect. Alright, I will let you guys, if someone wants the ring, someone wants the long sword, and that scroll of the Shadow Mage might be really nice to give to Ernaxia. Sly, you recover from your fear. Draugr,
Okay.
eventually you recover from your paralysis. You're maybe not sure where Ernaxia went. Maybe Theoline, give me an awareness roll. You could probably follow those bloody footprints and maybe find Ernaxia. Well, you do see these bloody footprints. I'll leave it at that. It looks like they're headed up to the north. The door is open. Perhaps you see additional blood in there. Maybe Ernaxia took a wound and fled in there.
I can get my torch relit now that we're out of combat.
Okay, and this is where we will pause. If we want to gather up in a room somewhere, and then we can do some improvement rolls. I'll let you guys divvy up that loot.
In that safe room? Or do we just want to do it here with the beds? I imagine we're going to try to get these chests open.
Yeah.
So, and we can do that later. but we can do our rolls here.
Okay. So you get Ernaxia, bring her back into the room. I'll go ahead and move her down there. Thank you, Stonewall, for going to get her. And we can go ahead and do some improvement rolls. Now, we are not going to heal unless you want to do a stretch rest or a round rest, but we just barely took a full day's rest, so we probably need to adventure a little bit more before we sleep for the day. So if you want to do that stretch rest or round rest, you can. Otherwise, you can add 5 improvement marks to your character sheets, in addition to whatever that you might already have. And then you can make those rolls. Ernaxia, you would not be able to learn from that scroll because you can't read it right now, being blind. It's not in Braille. But you do have the scroll on you. So let's start with Sly, if you're ready to do your improvement rolls.
And 5. Yep. Okay, ready?
Yep, let's do it. Ooh, nice. Awareness goes
Okay.
up. Beast lore goes up.
Good, good, good. Bushcraft.
Bushcraft goes up.
Good.
It's amazing what near death can teach a guy. Spot hidden goes up.
Okay, now it's weapon.
Oh man, not so much.
Okay, that was hammer.
And then your sword or slings. Ooh, slings goes up.
Sling.
No
And here's the
spears.
important one. Nope.
Nope. Shoot.
That's okay. That was it.
We'll do Theoline next. Right. Excellent. Awareness.
No, not quite.
Beast lore goes up.
Oh, no.
And Bushcraft
Oh,
goes
no,
up.
that does go up. Never mind.
Not evade. Not persuasion. Sneaking, that's a good one. Spot hidden's a good one.
And that's all.
Okay, how about Stonewall? So for Stonewall, Beast Lore goes up, Bushcraft goes up. Hunting, fishing, evade, and swords do not. We'll do Ernaxia next. Oh, there we go. So evade goes up, not healing, not languages. Yes to slings, not shadow magic or swords or staves. And then last but not least, Draugr. No bartering. Oh, there we go. Evade does go up. Awareness goes up. Excellent. Spot hidden goes up. Not hammers. And axes increases. That's excellent.
All right.
All right. I will. I'll keep us here. There is a little bit of treasure that you did see on the ground, but we can go through all the treasure next time. There are a bunch of chests that are locked. You need to either pick your way in or bash your way in, and we'll be able to take whatever the loot is in there. Our next session, I think, is May 24th. I've got this set for about a once-a-month kind of game. Sometimes dungeon crawling can be a little exhausting, but I figure if we break it up into a monthly game, it shouldn't be quite so bad. So we will meet again in about a month. We will open these chests and find out what loot is in here, and then go and explore more of level 1 of Deepfall Breach. Any questions before we sign off?
I just want to say that was brutal, Brandon.
That was brutal. That was tough. Yeah, that was particularly difficult.
I have Blade Runner scheduled at 9 o'clock on the 24th of May.
At 9 p.m. Okay. We can. These dates are pretty flexible, so we can definitely move that around. So we've got a month to kind of figure out the next spot. So.
Yeah, I just didn't know what if we were going to take the week off of Blade Runner for that or whatever. I was just curious.
So
I also know that I will be unavailable on the 24th. We'll be out of town.
Okay, well let's not do the 24th then. We will. I'll look at the schedule and we'll put something in Discord and make sure we can all make that.
Sounds
work.
good.
So it's like I say, it's pretty flexible. This is just kind of a hey, when we could play, let's have a fun game. So